Right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Talevyrr, with myself and my wonderful gaggle of players here on Susie's Twitch channel. I almost said YouTube there. So let's get straight into it, as we're a little late because I had to sort something out with a family member. When we last left our adventurers, they were in the final stages of their preparation for the tournament of Cuprum held in the city of Volt. They had been speaking to all of their allies, gathering forward their forces, and eventually came to the opening ceremony, where they found a few different things of note. The first being that they saw for the first time the Grand Arcanist, a diminutive little gnome with a fancy mustache and a horrible, horrible accent. But they also saw that it seems as if the princess herself is under this strange item-based magic that the Grand Arcanist is using to manipulate all of the proceedings, and the very reason as to why our heroic adventuring party has entered the tournament in the first place. After they made their way through the portal that the Grand Arcanist had opened into the place where the tournament was being held, a pocket dimension, extraplanar space, they found themselves in a small town. And in there, they noticed that there were many buildings that they had previously been to in Volt that were here to facilitate everything that they needed for the tournament. So after checking in with their rooms, they went to a building directly next door to the Opal Rock where they were staying, Winvenia's Wonders, the magic item shop, which had the special notion of being where Randall, our lovely wizard's mother, worked. So after leaving Randall behind, there was a heartfelt conversation with Nisserel, Randall's mother, and just as they were leaving, Arxan passed her a note. And we'll begin tonight's session right as you exit the magic item shop. The fake sun on the horizon is slowly going down, turning the fake sky in this fake place a beautiful shade of purple. There is a mill of people running around at this point in time. Some appear to be fans, others appear to be competitors. Everyone seems in this heavy state of excitement, and every now and again you get glances and glares at you from your rather aggressive opening speech that you gave when you were selected to lead the procession of the tournament into this extraplanar space. And we're going to start off with, based on passive perceptions, I would like Wulfric and Tae'la and Niss to all give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
While they're rolling, back in Randall's room, he's going to have spent some time taking the blankets and stuff off of his bed and making like a little blanket fort for him and Cricket to kind of sit under, and he would have gone downstairs to get some like crackers and cheese and stuff, and maybe some dried meat to kind of have a little. So he's just sort of sat under there, cross-legged with Cricket, just giving him some little bits of cheese and stuff.
Of course, yeah. Cricket's just sat there, curled up. It's like a little donut, just asleep on a pillow. Well, it's one of those big square pillows, and it's right in the middle of it.
Yep.
So, perception scores for me, please.
15.
Natural 20.
19.
Okay, right. Only one of you sees this, and it is Wulfric. Out in the crowd, in amongst all of the people, there are various different people that stand out, but you're like, these are adventurers. However, there's one in particular, their motions and movements are not the motions of someone who's excited for a tournament. They're very sort of sharp movements. There's a lot of looking around going on, and you're like, this doesn't seem right. But just as you notice them, they meet eyes with you and dart into an alleyway. But not before you manage to get some look at them. They are very tall, very skinny, almost emaciated looking. They're wearing a lot of ragged robes, including a hood over a cloak, and the bottom of their face is covered by wrappings. But that doesn't stop you making out an unmistakable thing amongst the features of this masculine person. Just peeking out from underneath the rags, you see crystalline cracks leading up to a purple eye on the left side of the face.
As soon as I see that, I just nudge Tae'la and just bring her in. Is it the same side as well? Like, is it
Yes.
the same eye as what Tae'la's affliction is?
It's the same as Tae'la's arm, but
Right.
Tae'la has both eyes are
Right.
purple. But
Yeah, I just sidle up next to her as we're walking out and say, yeah, there's a guy over there. He's got your eyes.
What?
To say the least. He just darted in between those buildings over there, and he's all bandaged up. He's got the same eye as you. Was it just the one or both?
just the one.
Just the one.
But how? But
I don't know. He was over there by the rest of the crowd. He went in between those buildings.
should we go after him?
We're getting a lot of looks at this point.
Shit.
I don't know if going straight there in a full group would do, and he's probably buggered off by this point. But we can always circle around the building, see if we can see anything.
Yeah, let's do that. So like this, but just
Yeah.
one.
Very tall, clearly trying to hide
Probably
his
about
self.
7'1" to 7'3".
Fuck.
So very tall. Yeah, he clearly doesn't want to be seen,
Right.
despite the fact that he's huge.
All right. Well, that's a development. Yeah. Let's have a circle round. Let's try not to be too obvious and keep an eye out. Yeah.
I just thought with us already getting glared at,
Yeah.
last thing we want to do is make another scene.
Yeah. We haven't exactly made friends with anyone.
Yeah.
But that's not
So
what we're
is-
here to do, right?
Nope. So Stu, is there any way where one person can go down towards where he left and another can go around?
Yeah, I mean, there's the main street which leads down to the where the sort of Colosseum is.
Yeah.
And that's where you're on right now. But there are alleyways in between every single building.
Right.
So one of you could go across the street and go around that way. One of you could go behind you and go around that way.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Cool.
What about the other three of you?
Well,
Because
did Wulfric tell us what he saw?
Well, I wasn't exactly being too quiet about it, but I was making sure that I was talking to Tae'la.
I'm kind of worried about making a scene out here. I'll be honest.
If
Is
you
it that
guys
serious
wanna-
a thing that we've all got to go?
If you guys want to go ahead to the tavern,
I can send Julian if you want.
No, that's a good
that's actually a great idea. Yeah.
idea.
So, I'll out.
okay. All right. So, as Julian flaps off your shoulder and soars into the sky, they go over the tops of the buildings, and you see that Julian is already like, Master, there are many other people like me up here.
Huh.
It seems I am not the only familiar in this
Oh.
tournament.
I would assume so. I mean, as long as they're not aggressive towards you, dear. That's...
Master, I think I have found them. You may want to see this.
Okay, what... Can I see through their eyes? Is that...
You can, yeah, you can
Yeah.
switch your vision with theirs. So,
yeah, it's maybe not in the middle of the street, but somewhere.
so you walk around into the alleyway and switch your vision with Julian's, and immediately you feel your sort of vision being pulled into this other body. And as you do, you are now sat on the side of a roof, looking down into an alleyway. And you see the figure is there, and they're hunched over, and they appear to be eating something. You can hear a sound which sounds like breaking glass. And then
It's not right.
they turn, and they look up at you, and you see this one piercing purple eye As it stares up at you, I'd like to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so good with those, am I not? I am actually, natural 20.
Okay. So, this
I'm
force
sorry.
of pure malevolence seems to rive its way through Julian's eyes into your brain, but you immediately cut the connection and you feel Julian for a moment shudder as your senses and their senses overlap for a moment, but then as it's broken, the link between you and whatever this eye was is broken, and you reel back, knocking yourself against the wall in this alleyway, but you can still feel Julian.
Okay. I think we should approach this guy carefully.
Why? What happened?
He looked at me, and it wasn't pretty.
What? Did they cast
That-
something at you?
I don't know, but that eye. He was eating something. Glass, crystals, I don't know. It was crunchy. And he looked at me, and I never want to feel this again.
What?
Well, if that's the case, maybe we should wait for Arxan to get out of the shop before we actually move on.
I was going to say, shall I run in and get Randall? Because I don't want to.
I just had an awful thought. What if that person is eating ley crystals? Oh.
Ooh.
Did Skype just die for everyone, or is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Skype
yeah.
just
Yeah.
froze.
Yeah, it did.
That was, yeah.
Just had an awful thought, and I
I
was like,
thought it was me.
Okay. I'll start again. I just had an awful thought. What if this person is eating ley crystals?
Well, that
What
can't
if
be
that's-
healthy.
Be healthy, that's what I was.
Because, and I say this like real quiet to the group, because everything that happened to me has happened because of crystals coming into contact with them. What if this person is willingly doing this?
Well,
If
that
it
sounds
is
like a
like
bad idea.
Wulfric described.
We need to find them, don't we?
Yeah.
We need Randall, we need Arxan for this. I'm not going after it. I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Do you know where they
Well,
were?
I've got to go and get Cricket. So I'll go and get Randall, and
Yeah.
you guys wait for Arxan, and I'll be right back.
Yep.
Stuart, you say Julian is still there, so Julian can still see them, the person?
Julian's still there, but Julian is not responding to you.
Into the shop, get Arxan real quick while Adara gets Randall.
Well, as you go to run into the shop, Arxan walks out.
Okay. Good
You
timing.
run
Good.
into
Good. Ow. Ow. Good timing, Arxan. We saw something funny.
Yo, Axon, shit's fucked.
Arxan,
Sorry. Hello.
hi.
You're a bit quiet, dude.
What would you like from Arxan?
To help us not die when we're trying to get this crystal-eating, glass-eating, purple-eyed creature that we just saw out here.
Creature?
A humanoid, but weird, purple eye.
They did something
So a
to,
man with a, so we want to go beat up a man with a
We
purple eye because we
don't-
don't like him eating things.
No.
Cool, gotcha.
No, we don't want you to beat up anyone just yet. Just we want you to stop them from beating us up. if
We
possible.
just need some security. They did something to Julian. So we need to, we need
Just come
just-
come
yeah.
along.
You might get to smite someone.
Okay. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know why we're doing it, but okay.
He
That's
heard the
fine.
word smite and he's in.
Yes.
Master,
Oh, Julian. Yes.
they're gone.
Where are you?
I am where I was.
Can I look through their eyes again?
Yeah.
Oh. What happened to you?
Nothing, Master.
Like, I couldn't reach you for a few minutes.
No, Master. No time has passed.
Okay. Okay. You don't know where the person went? You didn't see.
No, Master. They were there one moment and the next they were gone.
Typical. I tell the other folks.
Look, can we just go to bed, please? We got a big deal in the morning, and these chasing down phantoms and helping us at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
May as well.
rest. But gotta keep an eye out for that person.
I will do.
Actually, before we go, I pull Niss aside.
Yeah.
That if that person is like Wulfric said, if they had an eye like mine and scars like mine, I'm super worried about it because, well, I haven't told you guys, but my scars have got worse, and with them getting worse, I've grown stronger. I have an ability given to me by this, and if they have it, then it could be disastrous.
What type of ability? What do you mean?
Well, it's very destructive. Like Talevyrr itself.
Sorry?
Like
Didn't catch that.
Talevyrr itself, it's destructive, it's dangerous. And if they use it, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'll send Julian around, but
Just be on your guard, yeah?
yeah. Should we? This is a deja vu, isn't it? Should we tell the others?
I mean, they've disappeared for now. If they resurface, tell them to be careful, but keep an eye out, yeah?
You're not feeling like you have to sort of munch down crystals, right?
No, God, no. Jesus, no.
You're feeling
Whatever
fine.
that is. No. No. Give me chicken, give me pork, give me like fatty, horrible foods. No crystals, please.
Meow, 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 meow. Please deliver.
Right. Yeah. I'll definitely have Julian watch over us all the bloody time now.
You just want Julian, like, sat on top of the inn.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything else you would all like to do before you turn in for the night?
No.
Anywhere you'd like to go?
Nah.
No? Nothing at all?
No, well, we all went out and got prepared.
Okay. You sure you're not missing anything?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Are we missing anything, guys?
Oh.
Did you want to go to the blacksmith at all? Or not?
We've been.
Can't remember.
This?
What?
Anything that you... It's been a week. Niss would remember even if you don't.
I don't. I actually don't.
The message in Thieves' Camp.
Yes. Although I told them. I did. With message.
Yes, you
Yes.
told them.
Yes, I did. Oops. The message. I don't want to say the name here where people can hear. But Maybe at the strike of dark, we should be somewhere.
Where?
Be on the threshold of a broken prayer.
It's a bit metaphorical.
As you say that, you
Well,
look
we're halfway
over the.
there.
You look down the street and you can see there is a sign for an inn that reads the Broken Prayer.
Well, there we go.
Prayer. There.
Alright.
Okay, you're gonna have to give us a little bit more to go on here.
I wasn't given much more to go on here. It's, our friend. Our tiefling friend. Not the one present, but the
I was
one...
gonna say I didn't.
The other one, Randall's best friend.
Yeah, that guy.
Look at that face.
Howdy face.
Okay, let's go deal with this one then.
Just give me a sec.
Sorry, I'm sorry if I keep moving. I have to get comfy.
Okay. So, are you heading there now?
Well,
Because-
at the strike of dark.
Okay, so you're heading back into the Opal Rock for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you head inside, where are you going anywhere particular in here, or are you just wanting to sit up and get a drink and such?
Gonna run upstairs and find Cricket and hug Cricket a lot and put Cricket around my neck and
So,
also say hi, I guess.
as you bust into Randall's room where you left Cricket, you see Cricket there laid like opulently on this cushion with Randall next to him, and they're both in this like blanket fort. Very.
Oh!
There's like crumbs of cracker and cheese on the floor where we've been snacking.
Oh, you've been having an indoor picnic. Oh,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to make him feel cozy,
Mhm.
We had some cheese and a little bit of cracker, and he just went to sleep, just curled up.
Yeah, he does that.
He's adorable. So I've just been sitting here, reading my book.
Okay, but you didn't feed him too much, right? Because if he gets fat, then he can't,
No, he's fine. He's fine. He didn't eat a huge amount. I ate the rest.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of pick him up, put him around my neck, and sort of shh, almost as if to comfort me, rather than Cricket.
Mhm.
I'll kind of go. Thanks. I think we're all kind of gonna do a drink downstairs if you ever want to leave. How wonderful this is.
Yeah, I'll tidy up. I'll pop down in a moment.
Cool.
Did you see her?
Yeah. She
She alright?
misses you a great deal. She looks well, but she misses you a great deal.
Why was I even brought up in conversation?
She asked.
Oh.
She wonders where you would be and what you would do. And
Right.
she sincerely hopes that you wouldn't get mixed up with,
Right. Okay. She looks healthy, happy. She didn't look like she was in danger or.
No,
She
that's
got
it.
a smoking set of gams.
You're not there.
Well, not
No,
there.
I'm not, no.
Yeah, no. She definitely seems to be safe, and going about her work, and she speaks highly of you for sure.
All right.
I'm excited to see what you can do in the tournament, knowing that people do think so highly of you.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
She
I'll be
says
down
that-
in just a moment.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you down. That's fine. And I kind of shut the fuck up about what I was about to say and kind of grab Cricket and walk down the stairs as fast as I can.
So as you go downstairs, there's the rest of them. The rest of the party is sat around the table. Presumably, is anyone else not sat around the table?
No, I'm there.
Yep. Okay. Everyone sat around the table. There's like some bread in the center, and everyone seems to have a drink. So, is there anything you'd like to do or talk about before the strike of dark?
Well, tell Randall about the crystal guy.
Oh yeah, Randall wasn't there.
Yeah, I'd probably want some more information about ley crystals and purple eyes.
The crystal guy.
Right.
So, are you sure he just wasn't? I mean, he was probably just didn't want to be spied on. If he thought he was being spied on or being watched, that might have been why he retaliated in that way.
It's the fact that as soon as he noticed that I had noticed him, he ran.
Mm.
I mean, there was no malicious intent or anything. I just looked across the crowd and I saw the eyes, and he seemed to recognise that I noticed the eyes.
Maybe he recognised you.
I mean, or Tae'la, for whatever reason.
Maybe.
Who knows? I'll keep my eye out either way.
Just go careful around him.
Okay.
If needs be, hit him from a distance is what you're trying to tell me.
Just don't. Maybe. At all.
Right.
I'll sneak up on him.
Probably not good idea.
Talk to him very nicely.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just yeah. So
Okay.
we're speaking to an old friend this evening.
What?
Not your
Oh.
friend. I message Randall.
Oh,
Over him.
really?
Yes. Really.
Fine. As long as he doesn't talk to me.
Oh,
you
he
know
might.
he's gonna talk to you.
My patience wears very thin with that man. Elf. Tiefling. Whatever he is.
Oh, hey!
Sorry.
What? We're not, you know.
No, I wasn't saying I forgot that he was a tiefling just for a moment. That's all.
We're-
I said man and realised he wasn't a man, and then I couldn't remember what he was, and then I remembered it was a tiefling. It wasn't derogatory. It was just.
Yeah, don't worry, Addy. He's just proven to be a massive racist before on several occasions. Don't worry about it. It's just Randall. Old racist Randall, we call him.
Yeah.
So,
Super duper racist.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad I was put in a group with you guys.
Yep. As a half elf, I'm allowed to be apparently.
so as
Sarcasm.
you all sit there,
I'm getting the hang of it.
talking about this riveting topic, you see in the windows, you see the fake sun begin to set and the sky begin to turn black above, and a most beautiful starscape appear above this town. And the night is almost upon you.
It's over.
So where are we going? In fact, I don't even need to know. I'm just going to follow everyone else.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have anything that can help us move and not be seen.
I can scout if you want.
You say as clunk, 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 2 sets of armor walk
say,
behind
I
you.
will.
Are you sure you want us there? I don't even know why we're coming. Like, we've not really had much explained to us here.
Well, maybe that's where we'll get the explanation. I'll scout ahead and I'll use the armor stealth advantage to stealth.
Okay, so the armor shifts into blackness as you go forward outside the door.
You have armor stealth.
I swear it was a different die.
All right, Percy.
It's only this game. My roll should not be
fine.
other campaigns.
I have no problem with it. You don't have to apologize.
I'm
So,
worried. I'm a skepticist. I'm an atheist. This is making me question my.
as your armor slips into darkness, you deftly open the door to the tavern and close it without anyone seemingly noticing you. The street
I
now
would
is.
tell them that I'm going. Like.
Yeah, obviously you told them, but I mean the 20 other people in the tavern
They don't.
didn't notice. So as you close the door, you look out. The street is bathed slightly on each side by lights coming from the interiors of each of the different stores and houses and inns on the edge of this road. But aside from that, it is darkness. And as you skirt from shadow to shadow, you eventually make your way down the street to the inn that you'd seen earlier as being the Broken Prayer. It's very raggedy looking. The windows on the front are boarded up. Despite the fact that it is less than a day old, it looks very run down. There's no light coming from within that you can see. The door is closed and you can't hear the usual sort of ruckus and chanting that comes from a late night tavern. As you look around, there doesn't seem to be any other people here. No one watching you from what you can see, but I'd like you to give me a perception check.
That's between a 1 and a 19. 16 plus, that's 23.
So as you look around, you definitely make sure that there isn't anyone watching you right now.
Alberim is nowhere there.
No, that you can currently see.
On the threshold itself, are there any signs, any notes?
No.
Can I see through the window?
The windows are boarded up.
God damn it.
I go in.
So as you open the door, you see it looks dark inside, but as you step into it, it brightens up. You see the soft glow of candlelight illuminates your vision as you step through the door into the Broken Prayer. And there is a bar, as you've seen in every tavern you've been in, and from the top of it, various tankards and mugs dangle from hooks easy for the bartenders to grab and fill. There are a couple of kegs behind the bar with taps on. There is a rather gruff-looking man stood behind the bar who's cleaning a tankard right now. And there is one table. And sat around that table right now are two familiar figures. One, Alberim Vict, and Dromio Vralgarth.
Right. I have Julian motion to the others to come follow.
Okay, so as the rest of you are sat around the table, you hear a ding, ding, ding on the window next to you. And as you look over, you see this fey owl just...
That thing gives me the creeps.
I don't know.
Proper weird, isn't it?
It's kind of cute.
Mm.
Sort of.
But I guess that's our signal.
Maybe.
I
Oh, is that the
assume
signal
so.
to stay away?
It's very confusing.
Let's just go, because it's
Yeah.
either stay away, help, or come on now, it's time to come.
Yeah, and two out of those we would be needed for, so
Yeah,
that's a good odds.
Let's go.
So, I would like you all to make a stealth check then, please.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Good job.
Obviously, Arxan, Adara, and Wulfric, you all have disadvantage.
Oh, is this we rolling stealth, are we? Sorry.
It could have been worse.
Oh yeah, no, it could have been. To be fair.
9.
6.
13.
17.
9.
I'm not wearing any armor.
So, as you all just get up and walk outside without any notion of stealthiness, a few people give you a funny look, and one of them goes, "Are you bottling it already?" Yeah, thought so. Speech like that, you can't stand up. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll come give you a tissue, clean up your pee-pee.
Can I make a note of who this person was?
Tae'la.
Yeah.
Tae'la will go forward, put her knuckles on his table, and go, "Get fucked," and then leave.
It's a dwarf wearing very ornate-looking full plate. He has a warhammer and a shield.
Shield.
Very
Yeah,
very
alright.
big
Sorry.
beard.
No offense. No offense. Sorry.
Well.
Sorry.
That's why my
I mean-
stealth so
Rude.
low. I just can't. He just can't let it go.
What color is his beard?
Brown. It's black.
Black.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set that beard on fire. I'm gonna send him home bald.
He's on the list.
Shit list. Dickhead dwarf.
Randall
in time.
has a list now.
Yep.
What happened to good old Randall?
Randall's the villain of this campaign.
Everyone picked on him for weeks, is what happened.
So, you make your way outside after that small altercation into the darkness of the street.
Head towards Niss. Follow Julian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the broken prayer, as you stand there, the two figures who are currently engaged in conversation, they look up and go, and you see Abram go, "Ah, mademoiselle, it's good to see you. Come, sit. It's so lovely. You're looking very lovely tonight. You're looking very shadowy tonight."
Yes, I thought you'd appreciate that.
I don't. You look like an idiot. Come, sit down. Where's the
I
rest
sit
of your party?
down.
Where's the rest of your party?
I'm coming, don't worry.
Oh, you came here on your own? That is a very good thing to do when you know an entire city is out to kill you right now. This is a very smart thing to do. I'd very much recommend doing that all the time.
We're very smart people. You really
yes,
threw
I
your
have-
lot in with the right folks.
I have really noticed that you are the smartest of people. It is, yes.
But what does that make you?
This makes me very stupid myself. Don't worry, I admit that. And Dromir just goes,
As long as self-awareness is very important.
Oh, looks like the rest of your party is here. I can tell because it sounds like the crockery vendor is in town.
I try not to chuckle, but I do. I like this guy.
So as the door opens and the rest of the party filter in.
I walk in.
Good.
I nod to Dromir. I sigh at Vict, and I head to the bar.
Barkeep just puts a tankard on it, pours in some ale out of a bottle. It's bottled ale, glass bottle. Hands it over to you.
Thank you. I will sit on a table nearby so I can hear what's being said, but
So is this good as you finally made it to the tournament? However, we have some bad news to give to you in some ways, but it is, I don't know, it could be good news. It means you get to not have to do as much in the tournament, maybe. I'm not sure. Is really we ask you here to get your input on things because we're not really sure what we're doing at this point because it is like, well, Tommy,
could you
know
get to the point?
Is there something wrong with this man? Did someone feed him too many pickles? He's very sour.
I'm with Randall here. Can we move this along, please?
So, is he talking out tonight? So anyways, Dromir, please explain what is going on to them. And Dromir goes, well, right. I obviously have some sort of inside information when it comes to the house. The Grand Arcanist is planning something. He's, in the time I've been in the city here, the past few days, he's had very little time in his office in the school. He's been spending it all in that tower of his. No one's ever been in there that I know of, apart from himself. There's been no communication as to what it is. We're just told that it's the Arcanist's private quarters. However, it doesn't take the most ingenious of mages to simply go near it and you will feel the magical power coming from it. So I'm not entirely sure what he's doing there, but it's obviously something dangerous. And the fact that he's been doing it more recently makes me worry. Especially since he has almost the entirety of the city bottled up in one of his own extra planar fields.
So you think the source of his power is in that tower?
Perhaps, maybe that's what he's channeling this power into? I'm not sure. All I know is that from what my correspondence with Aula is that his power is not his. I don't know how she knows that, but I trust in her. I used to adventure with her back in the day.
Having
All
the
we
whole,
know... Oh, go ahead.
having the whole city in this extra dimension, do you think he's planning on getting rid of a few powerful people who could get dangerous to him? Do you think there's danger in just being here, basically?
He taps his collar and he goes, "Why get rid of powerful people when you can make them serve you?"
I try not to look at Randall.
Just out of character a second, just had a thought. You know that bit in the third Batman movie where all the police go into the sewers and everyone goes, "That's the stupidest idea, who would ever do that?" All the strongest people in Vault have just gone into another dimension willingly.
Yeah.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
So you see our worry here. Now, the Tournament of Cuprum has been held in this extra plane of space for all of its previous years, but the Grand Arcanist this year seems more irate. He seems more blustered. Something's wrong. And when someone as unstable as him has something wrong, well, there's going to be hell to pay for everyone involved. And we're all here. Granted, we can leave at any time, but I have a feeling that we're not going to get everyone to leave without there being some form of consequence.
Right. You think he's planning on doing something to Vault whilst everyone else is here? Or to the people that are in Vault while most of us are here?
Honestly, I don't know. I just think that whatever it is we're going to do, we need to think about exactly what it is now.
I have a question for you, and this is sort of beyond my knowledge. Could I've been adventuring with Wulfric and Arxan for some time, and I realize that they get their power from higher beings, deities. Is there something that could be giving the Grand Arcanist power that's like that?
Well, we know for a fact it's not divine. You can see that just by looking at it. The runic markings are evidently arcane. But it's strange. I've met a warlock in my time. There are people that gain their power from a pact with an extraplanar entity, and they're generally not as... their magical visuals are a little different to the Grand Arcanists. No, this is something very different. I'm not sure. Up until very recently, I was unaware that he even had power that was not his own in general. It's mastered very well over the years.
Winning the tournament, would that get us into the tower?
No. It would get you most likely next to the Grand Arcanist. But it would not get you into the tower.
Well, it's the only real approach we have right now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, but I have a feeling he's going to pull whatever he's doing before the tournament is over.
The only other thing we could try is if there's any time where the Grand Arcanist is here watching some of the tournament, presiding over it in some manner, that we, if we're not competing at the same time, that we use that time to maybe try and slip out and get into the tower.
Well,
I'm not
during
sure
the
how
time
that would be a good idea.
During the time that the tournament is on, the Grand Arcanist usually has lodgings in this dimension.
Right.
He usually sleeps here. He attends every single round.
I'm worried though that if we were to go into the tower and maybe cut off his this extra source of power that he's been given, or that he seems to have acquired, what would then happen to this place?
And all the people inside it.
Well, for starters, it's not inherently linked to him. It's not like a consistent, you have to keep this up. It lasts for a certain amount of time.
Yes, but if the caster loses that magic, then...
Oh, it is no longer... This dimension is no longer his magic, as it were. It exists. The magic has been spent.
Right.
It is not something that he is consistently having to concentrate on.
So it
Okay.
exists right now, and if anything is to happen to him, this still exists.
Yes. However, he does have dominion over it.
Right.
So he could close it if he wanted to.
Indeed, at any time. And he can also manipulate it as he sees fit. He cannot directly kill anyone with it, but that doesn't mean he can't force you into a situation where you are going to die.
Right.
In addition, when it does close, everything in it gets ejected out of it.
Okay.
As you stop, you hear the door open once again, and loud footfalls come through. And as you look and you don't see anyone there, and you look down, and you see there's a rather pudgy-looking, very dressed in breeches with a dirty, like, brown shirt underneath, is a halfling. And as he comes in, he goes, "Hi! I thought you'd find you guys here. I've been looking for you all day." And you see Alberon crosses his arms. He goes, "Bye, bottled ball. What on earth are you doing here?" And the halfling just goes, "Oh, well, I just thought I'd pop in because, I always like being in your secret meetings like this. So, how you're doing?"
Not bad.
Raise my glass or tankard.
"Hey, nice to meet you all. My name is Bodobao Fomail. What are we all talking about then? I love secret meetings."
It's a secret.
Aye, I know that.
Just
I'm
kind
just
of
watching Alberon.
Yeah, I look at Alberon.
I'm looking
and
to Alberon,
Dromir
I was
like, the fuck is happening?
Dromir just looks over and goes, "Sit down, Bodobao. It's the Grand Arcanist." And Bodo goes, "Oh, you're finally pulling the trigger on that. How long's it been now? 10 years? Well,
No,
if that's what we're doing, I might have some information for you."
I lean over to Niss. What's a trigger?
Hey, it's what you use to pull a catapult.
Oh, right, yes,
Or a
of course.
crossbow.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or a crossbow,
Okay.
aye.
Yep, got you. Sorry.
It's
Yep.
a mechanism
of
for
course.
firing something off.
Got
So, I may not know anything about the Grand Arcanist, but I have a wager that doing well in a tournament is a good way to get close to him, right?
Mhm.
So, well, I know a little bit about the tournament. You see, I got drunk just now with some of the lads from the House of Copperam. And what they
Just
were
now,
saying to me,
good lad.
That must have been jolly for you.
Aye, I've just come from there. I'm still a bit buzzed, They were telling me about where the information for the first round of the tournament is being kept. Even though the Grand Arcanist is putting it on, he doesn't trust things being told in words, so he writes it down in writing for the people to know. So, up by the arena, there's that merchandise stand. They're selling all those terrible t-shirts. And the mugs that say Tournament of Cuprum on them. I witnessed the best tournament ever.
Okay. I didn't see that, but go on.
I understood that reference.
Well, it's in there. So if you want to have a peek in there, you might, get some advantage on the first round of the tournament.
Is it protected?
Not really, no. I mean, it's protected in the fact that it isn't labelled as top secret plans, but there's no real guards in that around there. There's maybe a couple of arcane traps, but I'm sure you can deal with that.
Possibly.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Just because I don't think I've ever spoken to this person before.
None of you have, no.
Oh. 14.
He seems to you to be telling the truth.
Okay.
He's hard to read because he seems really jolly, but he's just told you he's drunk. However, he's talking and rather, he seems rather lucid. Hey, so, who are you? Just asking.
We're the trigger.
Oh, well, there you go. Nice to meet you, Trigger. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, no, I
I mean, I know he's not very tall, but that have to go straight over his head as it just.
Yeah, we're just a bunch
Randall.
from here or there. No one important.
Looks over at Dromir and Albert and goes, "Oh, why are they so secretive about everything?"
Because we have no idea who you are.
Oh, I just told you. My name's Butterball Fomiel.
Oh, in that case, I'm Addie. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you for the information. That's going to help us a great deal.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Now, you know how information works. You give me some, I give you some. So what's your goddamn names?
Raise my tankard again. Randall. Let's take a swig.
Nice to meet you, Randy.
Wulfric.
Ah, Wolfie. Alright.
Tae'la.
Ah, Tae'la. Hey, what about you, Dragon Man?
Oh, Arxan.
Ah, right. Arxan. Dang, I can't really do much with that one. Arxie, maybe. Anyway, so, now that we've got to know each other a bit, my name's Bottlebell, as I've said before. I can't tell you where I'm from and what I'm doing. I'll have you know that I'm here to help.
Okay.
He just straightens up his breeches slightly, and as he takes his hand away, there's a small brooch on one of his breeches. A silver mask.
Oh shit! Oh!
Yes?
I have one of those.
Mm.
I will.
Do you now?
No, I didn't say that in character.
Oh,
I will.
my
just
apologies.
Reach into my pouch in which I carry it and just flash it to him really quick.
Oh, is that how it is then? Where'd you get that?
From someone.
Alright.
It was willingly given. I didn't steal it.
Okay.
Just putting it
Right.
out there. I'm not a thief.
Hey. He stands up onto the table, walks over the table to you. Goes, nice to meet you. Holds his hand out. He grabs your hand, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Hang on, I'm wise as fuck. 27.
You get +2.
Oh, okay, 29.
Okay. So, as he grabs hold, he looks down. Oh, so that's how it is then. If that's the case, we're in for a bumpy ride.
What does that mean? I've still got his hand.
Look down.
I look down.
So you see now as the wooden floorboards go and open up underneath you.
Do I fall?
You don't. I'll catch you in a minute, and then you fall.
Well, what the hell's going on?
What the fuck?
What is this?
Oh, don't worry. I'll be a moment. Hey, throw me a brim. Fetch me a drink, won't you? He jumps down the hall.
What the fuck?
Drummond,
like-
what the
I want to jump.
Floor closes up. The
No?
floor closes up. As
Drummond,
soon
you
as
need to
it's like,
explain what's going on like right now.
Drummy just looks up and goes, I don't actually know, to be fair.
Well, you know this person. You know this halfling.
I
Don't
know Bottle Bal in the same way that you know your local innkeeper.
Your local innkeeper doesn't make people vanish.
We don't invite local innkeeper into secret meetings.
Your local innkeeper generally doesn't know where secret secret meetings are being held.
Ian.
So, in the darkness, you appear in a lovely furnished, like really, really opulently furnished room. There's like big like pillows everywhere. There's a hookah pipe in the middle, and Bottlebell appears in front of you, Tae'la, as you fall into one of the seats. He goes, "Oh, it's a pleasure for you to join me. It's a shame we had to get here the bumpy way."
I'm immediately stood up and ready to punch this fucker in the face. What the fuck, man? You can't just make me fall through the fucking floor.
Oh, welcome to my magnificent mansion.
I assume this is something to do with the badge. Like, a
Aye, where'd you
little
get
bit
it?
of warning would have been really nice.
Oh, I did give you a bit of warning.
So,
Hey, where'd you get it then?
there was an innkeep in Bracton. He spun me this tale about him being from the east and how his people worshipped elves and shit. And then he gave me this pin and then just left.
What was his name?
Shit, I've forgotten his name. Hang on, let me consult my notes. Did I put his name down or did I just put lying dickbag down? Let's see. Oh shit.
He had a really complicated name anyway. That
Yeah,
he
he
shortened.
did. Oh fuck, what was his name?
Think, Jojo.
No, not.
Chariot was the
not-
Oh no,
was the tiefling.
Yeah.
and think Hunger Games for the other one.
It's a Feliant.
Oh. Right, that
Effie.
guy. Effie.
Effie, that was it, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That would have taken me a while. I have a lot of notes.
Okay. Oh, so that was the guy who gave it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's the case then. We're done here. And he claps his hands and you pop back out of the floor on your chair. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. We just had a little one-to-one.
Bit of warning next time.
I would give you a warning. It's not fancy, is it?
That's not.
No, but it
that's
stops
not
us from worrying.
fancy.
I just take Randall's beer and just stop
There's
from
not much
punching
left.
him.
But sure.
So in that case, then, I'll be off. It's a pleasure meeting you all. Hopefully we'll see you all again soon.
Not too soon, I hope.
Well, you never know.
There's a lot of strange people around these
And he
days.
hops off the table, walks out the door, and as he leaves, he goes, "Oh, by the way, I wouldn't drink the beer here." Closes the door.
I pick up the bottle for a second, like I'm gonna. Ooh, what?
Don't ask. Every time we've tried to stop him doing what he does, it always ends bad.
Just people, man.
At least we have
Can
some
anybody
kind of
make
move forward
sense?
now. Like
No.
forgetting that for a second, at least we have a way forward now. A little bit.
So what is the play now? How are we gonna do this?
Well, do you want the thing? The how fair do you want to play the tournament?
Why
Well,
play fair?
Listen, at the end of the day, we've been given some information. We should probably take advantage of it because I think any of the other teams are going to do the same if they were in our position.
All I'm saying is I'm not going for it because I'd get noticed.
Yeah.
So,
let's, hey,
This
Niss.
decision doesn't come down to my honour.
Suddenly, I wish I hadn't used the stealth to show off. Story
So-
of a fucking lie.
Seeing as we're here in this room because of you, Niss, I feel like it should be you that goes to.
It's my fault now.
Well, we wouldn't
No,
have even
but-
known about this meeting if you hadn't
Mm.
read
And,
the.
and think, arcane
Nice.
traps and things. You're good at traps, right? And good at hiding and stuff, right?
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, you're right.
Like, you're the best
Yeah.
person for this, and you know, we're all behind you on this.
Well, not that close behind you. I mean, we're.
I
like
mean, I
a
could
good
come
sort of
with
60
you, but
feet behind.
I meant, okay, so, no, never mind.
I think you yeah, just
So yeah, you know, I think why not try and go and have a little look tonight while it's dark? Be super sneaky,
Get
you
me
know.
a t-shirt.
if I get caught,
We don't know anything about it.
You just
I was-
want you want to buy me a t-shirt, right?
was
I'm super
about to say-
excited. This is my first tournament.
I was about to say then just pretend I did it on my own so you don't get booted, but you were very quick to throw me to the wolves, Randall. There, thank you.
Classic Randall.
Right. There's obviously there's lots of things you want to talk about in regards to the tournament, and it is good. However, I understand that you need a good night's sleep before you get up in for the first round in the morning, and I would like to get the actual point of this meeting out of the way, because although it would be good for you to win the tournament, it would be good to have the tyrannical, mind-controlling ruler currently in charge of one of the most powerful wizarding colleges in the world, no longer in charge of the powerful wizarding college, you know?
Yeah, well, apparently you've known about him for 10 years and haven't done
no,
anything
actually,
about it yet.
we've known about him for around 50 years. He's been doing it for around 200 years. You understand that this is not something that is easy to do. Hmm?
Yes, no, it is becoming quite apparent that this is not an easy thing to do.
Exactly. So there is... What is it that we do?
Of course, but you've had... What? You've known this is going on for 200 years now, and you've had that much time to plan, and then you go, hey, what do you want to do? Like,
Look, I'm sorry, but Arxan is very sleepy. Can we move this along?
I do not care if Arxan is sleepy. There is more important things to do here. We are talking about saving this country.
How?
I do not know. That
How?
is the reason why we have known about this for so long but haven't done anything about it. How do you fight the system in such a way such as this? How do you fight a mage so powerful he can open up a dimension of this size on his own?
Well, you said that he can't do it. He has an external power source. So we find that, we destroy him, boom, done.
How
Problem
much
solved.
magic would it take to destroy a tower?
It all depends on which
Gunpowder.
magic you use.
Explosives.
Proper, like, bring it down.
Hey, this is however much you want. So, this is the thing. When we say the power is not his, that does not mean it is his power. By that I mean, it could be that it is not external, that he is the one that has the power. Not that there is something.
Right, so
giving him
basically
power.
we need to find more information about the tower before we can really move forward at all. Because we can't rightly just blow up the tower and hope that it all goes right, because that could end up destroying everything.
And then we're
Because we have no
away from
idea.
it again.
Well, no, not just that, but like we've heard about the island that just fell out of the sky recently and just like destroyed a ton of stuff. Like the last thing we want to do is blow up this tower, which has lots of arcane magic and stuff in it, and then the whole of Vault is what wiped off the map.
Okay,
So
that's
we need to find out more information about what is in that tower.
okay. All right. In that case, then, I recommend you do it after tomorrow. That seems like a good first step.
Right.
There will probably be probably a party after the first round, most likely. I will recommend you go join that.
Right.
So, grab some information.
Is it going to be
on what
easy
first
for us
round is,
to
survive it?
get through and back again?
Oh yes, you just walk through. It's easy. It's like walking through a door. Like a,
Oh, I just wasn't sure if there was going to be like guards or.
Oh, there will be guards, but there is no problem with competitors or with people going through the gateway. Is
Okay.
open. You know,
So we can leave the dimension at any point.
yes, it's like a doorway.
Right,
It's not like a
that's
doorway.
fine.
It's literally
I was
a doorway.
worried that we were like forced to be here.
Oh no. Most people just stay here for the ease of it. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
There are people that have jobs to do during the day. You know, they have families.
Yeah. No, I understand. I just wasn't sure that because we're competitors that.
Oh
wasn't
no,
sure if we
you're
had to
fine.
leave or not.
That's
Okay.
fine. Coming back in, they may check your stuff to make sure you have not got any, extra illicit goods and stuff like that. But I doubt that you'll be coming back in with illicit goods. The only thing is illicit that you'll be carrying is in your mind.
Right.
I
Okay.
believe. If not, then
So we
well,
do-
you can always beat up the guard.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you said you can always beat up the guard.
Oh right. Sorry, I thought you said something else.
No,
So-
not the guards.
Is it-
The guards.
No.
No,
I-
no.
No,
I
no,
wasn't-
don't.
Jug.
So we.
You thought you meant wank.
I actually didn't get this until now.
So we complete the first round of the tournament, and then during the party we slink away, kind of and then do our best to try and investigate the tower.
If that is the plans you are going with, well, we are powerless to do otherwise. As you have found out, we are apparently terrible.
Oh, now he's hurt feelings.
It's not hurt feelings. I understand the situation. You know, I understand how, from your point of view, it can be frustrating for us to have been here for so long trying to do this and then to lump it all on you. You know, I understand. I was in that situation once myself. You know, we used to be adventurers too, remember? So I understand what you are feeling right now. However, you must come to understand that sometimes it is only people in your position that can do stuff like this. There's a reason why you end up being called heroes in that sort of profession.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
All right.
We best
So
get to bed.
it's,
Big day. Niss,
yeah. Do we
you know what you
want
gotta do?
to, Niss? Do you want to go and have a look at the thing first before bedtime?
Yes.
If you want, I
Tae'la.
can come with you. I can bamf into like an animal.
Yeah, air support or something.
Sure. Yes, I shall turn it into a bird.
Can you fly yet?
No,
with
I
your
can't.
level?
No, so I'll have to be like a cat or a rat or something.
Okay.
That's gone well in the past.
I won't touch any crystals this time. I'll be fine.
I'll have Julian from above then watching out as well.
Okay.
See if
Before
anyone's approaching.
they leave as well, I'll put my hand on Niss's shoulder and cast Enhance Ability and give her Fox's Cunning to give you advantage on intelligence checks.
Oh,
Okay.
that felt nice.
So you suddenly feel your mental acuity feels very, very strong. Your speed of thinking is much quicker.
Right.
I put my hand on Niss's other shoulder and just go, good luck. And I leave.
So
That didn't. Oh, okay.
Do you want me to come
As-
with? Nice. A little bit of backup. Do you want me to come with? Okay. Bam.
Yeah.
I'm a cat.
Yes, please.
Meow.
you appear Animorph style into a cat.
Oh no. Oh, you ruined it.
And I would very much like to disguise myself as a guard. One of the guards I saw walking around.
You'll
the house.
need to get. Do you have a disguise kit?
No, I have the spell disguise self.
Oh, right. Sorry. It sounded like you wanted to actually make a disguise, not. Is it? Okay, right. Okay,
Arcane
so
trickster for once I
play the
get to
game.
use it.
you cast that and you cast that and you appear in the form of an Everguard. You've got
Female
the plate armor on.
Everguard, yeah.
Obviously, yes, there are female Everguards. You've got the plate armor, which is really, really silent. Because it's still you. It's
Yeah.
just an illusion of plate armor.
I notice and I'm still a bit jealous even though I know it's not real.
Wait, don't you have plate now?
Yeah, but mine makes noise.
Look, Wulfric, I jump up and down.
So,
I'm really thinking about cancelling the spell just to
Sorry. Be good.
as you make your way, all of you make your way outside, Arxan, Addy, Wulfric, and Randall, you all make your way back to the Opal Rock. Niss and Tae'la, you begin making your way across the road and such towards the Colosseum itself, into a small building you see on the edge of this small town. I'd like you both to make stealth checks for me. If you don't have advantage, Susie, you have advantage.
Sick. Let me just.
Because
see
there's
where-
no way something that small shouldn't have advantage on stealth checks.
305.
27.
Give me a
Okay.
sec, and I'll get my stats up for being a cat.
I need the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
I'm a kitty cat. Ooh, 22 on my first roll. Oh, 7 on my second.
Okay, so that's 22.
Yeah.
All right, and a 27 was that for you? Okay, so as you deftly leaping between shadow to shadow, you, Tae'la, are jumping up onto the top of buildings with your cat-like grace. You both find yourself at the entrance to this small small merchandise stand. At the front, you see there's a fold-down area where the front folds down to reveal like the buying area, and there is a door to the side of it. This is little more than a shack.
Can I see anyone around? Julian above.
There's no one around. You can see at the entrance to the arena itself, there are 4 Everguard.
Mm-hmm.
And they're currently sat around a table. There's a small like lantern in the center, like a hooded lantern, and they're playing. Julian can see that it looks like they're playing cards.
Okay. Can I check for traps, please?
Of course, yeah.
So while she's doing that, I'll sit near the door and I'll be just keeping an eye out at all times for anyone coming nearby. But trying to play it off as just like a cat just chilling.
Yeah, make a perception check for.
What's checking for traps again? Sorry.
It is proficiency. Oh, sorry. It's a investigation check. My apologies.
Right.
You have advantage.
You do because it's an intelligence skill.
27.
That's very good because I rolled a 2 on the first one.
Okay.
And now it's a 17.
17. Okay. And you got a 22 for your
27.
perception check. Oh, 27.
27.
My bad. Oh, right. Okay. So, you look around. You currently don't see anything, Tae'la, but you look around. Niss, you skirt around the edge of this, and you see engraved around the edge of the door, there are a number of small arcane runes, like a little trim around the edge of the door.
Can I disable them?
It looks like you could, but make a disable a trap thieves tools check. Wow. I'm getting sorry. I went trap making, which is some other roleplay. Then I went to say disable device, which is 3rd edition, and eventually I got there.
24.
So you look at these and you're like, you start reading them off. And you're like, I know some of these, and you're like, hold on, it's a spell. You just scratch a line through one of them, and then it flickers for a moment. You're like, that was easy.
Melon.
Melons?
Yeah.
It's the Elvish word for hungry.
For hangry.
Can I open?
And the door is locked.
Can I unlock?
Yeah, another thieves tools check for me then, please.
That is 19.
The door opens after you, lockpick in. The door opens, creaks open into what smells of like packaged clothing, and you can smell that smell of like linen as all the shirts in there. They're all linen shirts. It's Fantasyland. Everyone wears linen shirts. So you see there's tons of shirts piled high in boxes. But with your elvish dark vision, you can see over the other side of the room, tucked in between 2 boxes, there is what looks to be like a briefcase.
Okay, is there anything secured here? Can I check for traps? Can I check for anything again? Just.
We'll use your previous investigation check to make it quicker. As you look around, it doesn't seem like there are any other traps in the area around you. There's no like runes on the floors or the walls or anything like that. None of the crates appear to be trapped that you can see. However, this briefcase, it's too wedged for you to get a good look at it from where you are.
Mm-hmm. I gingerly take the briefcase out with Mage Hand.
Okay, you slide it out with Mage Hand, and it reveals on the top of it is the House of Cuprum symbol is burnt into the top of it, onto one of the long flat sides. You can now, as you see it, it doesn't appear to be trapped.
I open it.
The top opens up and there's some papers in there.
I read the papers.
So looking through them, it describes the first round of the tournament. It describes the short ceremony at the beginning where the Grand Arcanist will welcome everybody to the tournament proper. It has, it just says wherever the speech would be for the Grand Arcanist, it just has brackets and it says Grand Arcanist speech. And then it goes into the first round. It says at the beginning of the tournament, each team will be allocated an orb. And the orb will be used in all rounds of the tournament. It says in the first round, the orb acts as a keep away. You have to keep it away from the other team. It is a pitched battle against another team. You have to either, it says in brackets, eliminate all enemy members of the team or steal their orb from them. And it says there is a central point where the orb can be put in. That is a false objective. But then it has a little aside written in familiar handwriting as the same handwriting written of the graduation letter to Randall. And it says at the side, fire team to be destroyed.
But fire?
It says fire team, not like a fire team, fire team.
Fire team to be destroyed. Like as in fire them, or as in just what?
That's what it says.
Okay. I memorize it.
Yep.
And put it back. Anything else in the papers, though? I would look through all of it.
Nothing. It only describes the first round of the tournament.
Yeah.
It has a bunch of stuff like logistics of like when, where certain types of people are being sat, where the nobles are being sat, where the common folk are being sat,
Mm-hmm. I put it back the way it was.
Okay.
Making careful that it is exactly the way it was.
Okay.
Are there any loose t-shirts lying around?
There are.
I take a few.
Okay. So you grab a few of the t-shirts.
Enough for all of us.
All right. So you grab
A few more.
six t-shirts. 8
Yeah.
t-shirts.
8 t-shirts.
Okay.
And
So you grab 8 t-shirts. You
now
go,
it shows, hey, someone broke in and stole something, not the information.
So you take the t-shirts and you exit, closing
Can
the door.
I try and close the door and lock it again and
Yeah, you
redraw the
can-
rune?
You can lock it again. As you redraw the rune, nothing seems to happen, but the rune is redrawn.
Good.
So, and you begin to make your way back towards.
Draw Julian. Just yeah.
Okay, you begin to make your way back towards the upper rock. So I'd like both of you to make a perception check, stealth check for me. I'm making a perception check.
20, not natural.
Okay.
28.
So, as you begin making your way back towards the upper rock, you're walking down the street, dodging between side alley to side alley, going behind the backs of some buildings as to not, walk straight down the center. But as you get to the front entrance of the upper rock, there is someone stood outside. A very tall figure, dressed in ragged robes. And as he turns to look at you, you see that piercing purple eye once again. And I'd like you both to make wisdom saving throws with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
I
Oh,
roll
that was a
exactly the
natural
same.
20. Oh, and a natural 1.
Good job.
Fuck.
Miss?
10.
Natural 1. So, morning comes, and you all wake up in your beds.
Wait, I was still a cat when I saw him.
You're not a cat.
No.
Spoilers.
Do we remember? Do I remember?
You don't remember anything from the point that you saw this man staring at you, and then you woke up in your bed.
I immediately go find Niss in the morning, and like everybody. Try and get to everybody. I'm like knocking on all the doors, like Niss.
What?
I agree.
What?
Do you remember what happened last night? After we saw fucking
Oh shit! The guy.
the guy. We saw the
The
fucking
guy.
guy, and then I woke up.
I look around. I look. Do I have purple? Anything? Anywhere?
Nope. Yours doesn't seem to have changed, Tae'la.
We just woke up.
It is unbandaged, though.
Shit. 1 minute.
Did I see that it's on her bracers now? Do I know that already? No.
You didn't know that, but you do now.
Just one though. Just the
No,
one.
Is that?
Yep. Told you it was getting worse.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, fucking no. We need to ask the others, see if we did anything
Can I
weird when we got in.
Ask Julian. Did Julian see anything?
Julian didn't know. Julian says, "No, master. We got back, and then we woke up."
Yeah, you said that last time, and now I know why.
So I'll be going around all the doors like, Wulfric, Arxan, Niss, no, Niss, fuck, Abby, Randall, fuck.
I'm here.
Everybody, fucking wake up.
Yeah.
What?
No, right, this is really, really important. When Niss and I got back last night, what did we do?
What did they do?
You didn't see them get back.
You didn't.
I was in my room. I didn't see you.
We saw the guy
Maybe you
again.
could ask. Maybe you could ask what guy?
The guy. The fucking
Oh, right.
guy.
We
Uh-huh.
got crystal roofed.
Maybe you should ask Mike
Yeah.
or Rodden if they were up.
I run down,
Maybe they saw something.
asking Mite. So, hi.
What?
We had a bit of a... I think we got a bit of a bender yesterday. Do you know when we came home?
No, I
Telling
didn't
me.
actually see you come in.
You were here the whole time?
Yeah, I do own this place, you know.
I know, but never. Yeah, thanks. Never mind. Thank you. Run back up. No, didn't see us.
I told you.
I don't like this constant forgetting of shit.
We need to, alright then, if we didn't tell the others anything, we need to tell them what we found last night. Then get ready, because today's the day, right?
Do I remember that at least? What I found and. Stuart.
Mhm.
I remember the round. I
Yeah,
remember.
you
everything.
remember
Okay.
everything
Okay.
up until that point. You remember the wonderful meeting. You remember.
The good news. The good news. Well, the good news is I have T-shirts.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
And I also know what the first round's going to be. I know priorities. I tell them about the orb. I tell them about the sort of central point, and actually not to put it in.
But we could maybe try and make the other team think that we're trying to get it in, so they try and get their one in.
Yeah, but there's
And then we
also
can steal theirs and
the handwriting on your graduation letter. Was
Mhm.
that the guy, the big guy himself? Was that written by the Grand Arcanist, or?
It was, yes.
Yeah,
Oh god, he made extra notes.
you did.
Fire team to be destroyed.
Hmm.
so they're handing out names for each team, and one of them is not to survive this round for sure.
Maybe.
I mean, I've got a water gem. That's a really good sign that maybe that's not us, right?
Have you seen Tae'la fight? There's a lot of fire involved.
I mean, I've got a lot of
Yeah, me too.
fire and.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm the only balancing factor.
Arxan has a
Hey.
lot of holy fire within him. We're a bit of a fiery team.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, it might be an ironic name, you don't know.
I've got the water gem, and that's a really
Maybe,
good.
maybe they allocate. Maybe they allocate names to teams. Like that's the red team, that's the blue team. You know.
Maybe.
Yeah, so like we're gonna be the water team, or
Who
the
knows? Who knows?
We'll find out.
As you're discussing this, you hear the door to the tavern bust open, and you hear the sound of plate armor. You it goes quiet all downstairs for a moment. And you hear, "All competitors to the front gates. Your time is now."
Oh man, I didn't even get breakfast.
That's what you get for laying in. Come on.
Well, that's what you get for drinking the morning of the night away and not waking up in time.
You can have a cold pasty if
one.
you want.
That's
Are they-
drinking the night away for you.
I'm not wasting a spell slot on good berries, so. Walk,
Sorry,
eat and walk.
I'll eat and walk.
As we can I spend the time as we're walking to use Inspiring Leader?
Yes, of course.
Sweet.
So if you spend time. You'll have time before the actual tournament, the actual round starts.
There's a
most likely.
ceremony.
So, as you make your way outside, after donning all of your armor and grabbing all of your equipment, you see competitors filtering out from each of the taverns towards the main entrance. Many of them stop for a moment and look at you and glare. Others glare as they walk past. A couple of them you see muttering under their breath, like, "I'm gonna get you." And
Why
as
the hatred?
I just pay him no mind.
As you walk towards, you're led into the front of this huge grand arena. You're led through these large front doors that open up, and you see on each of the front doors is a motif of the Grand Arcanist in a very flamboyant magic casting pose on each of the doors. And as they open, you walk through. Each of you is ushered down into your own little waiting room. And as the guard comes up and goes, "Opening ceremony will be starting in around 15 minutes. You've got this time to prepare anything that you want to do. After that, well, half an hour after the opening ceremony, opening speech, before the actual tournament begins, and that'll be the first round half an hour after. So, use this time to finish your breakfasts. I know you've got some there, sir.
Mhm.
Nice choice of bread. And then, save any combat preparations for the time after, because you don't want to be doing things and your spells and stuff run out before you're actually called up."
Noted.
So, the guard leaves you. Is there anything you'd like to do in this 15 minutes?
Yeah, that.
What?
Inspiring leader.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down with everybody for 10 minutes as there's breakfast and things going on, and I'm gonna use Inspiring Leader because I believe in these people
How long
and I know
does
we
that
can do well.
last?
Until you use them according to my sheet.
I will check for you.
Please do.
That was the Julian voice.
The only notes I have
Just
is what it does and that I regain it per short long.
Just until your next short rest.
So what do we get?
Right, you all get hit points, temporary hit points. So I'm level 6. You all get 9. You'll get 9 temporary hit points.
Nice.
So these are temporary hit points, not increased maximum.
Yeah.
It's separate.
Yeah, these can't be healed back.
Yep. Once they've gone, they've gone.
And if you get new temporary hit points, they don't stack.
Gotcha.
How many was it? Sorry.
9.
9.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Adara. That was
Sorry.
very, very lovely of you to say about that.
Pip's frenzied typing.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm really sorry. An announcement's just come up and I want to cry and I'm trying so hard to not cry.
Frog fractions free.
Yeah, that one.
So, before we begin the opening ceremony, we are going to take a quick break. And then it'll be the opening ceremony and the first round of the tournament.
Yay!
All right, welcome back. So, as you all await the opening ceremony, the time quickly comes after the end of Adara speaking to you all, giving some inspirational words, where you all are ushered out of your corridor and through a large archway. And as you do, the light catches your eyes and you all blink for a moment as you open up into a huge arena. And above you now, the cheer just erupts as every single person in this crowd just explodes with excitement. You know, you hear whoops and hollers, you see banners up, people have got flags and everything, and it's just going crazy as everyone is marched out into this arena. You see now there are probably a good 60 people, 60s, like 70, 80 people, right, between 10 and 12 different teams of people stood in front now. There's a small stage, and you see as Evergaard usher people into the correct spaces, they stand. And looking up now, you see there is a parapet that sticks out from in front of you from the side of the arena. And now the audience hushes. You hear, as if amplified by magic, footsteps on the parapet up above, as the Grand Arcanist walks up steps to the top of the parapet so he can see over the railing, and stands at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first round of the Tournament of Caprum. I am Grand Arcanist Maximilian Bartholomew. Well, you know the rest. And let us begin. The first round will introduce this year's surprise. Each team will be given an elemental orb, and the stage opens up like a trapdoor, and a plinth rides up, and there are multiple small pillars on it. And at the top of each of them there is a glowing orb of elemental power. Fire, ice, wind, earth. You see one that is pure light. You see one that is pure dark. Yes. Each of these will be your companion throughout all of these rounds. It is your goal to figure out how they feed into this tournament. So, without further ado, let the first rounds begin. Tae'la will be your referee and also will be picking your orbs for you. You see now from the side there's a little procession of House of Copper and Wizards and Evergaard, and they part slightly to reveal quite possibly the oldest looking woman you've ever seen, to the point where you realize she's this old and she's also an elf. She's hunched over. She's probably about 4 feet hunched over. Got a big walking stick, and she walks along very, very slowly. She's a long, crooked nose. Her hair is completely white, but it's still, like all elves, absolutely immaculate. And she walks, gets to the top and goes, right. First is fire. It's around. Yes. She points to you. You will be fire. I sense it.
Any other options?
Okay, I have a water gem.
She moves along to the ice one. Yes, you will be ice. And like polar opposites, you will fight fire in the first round. And as you look over, you see there are 6 people stood a fair distance away from you, as it seems Ulfdara has picked 2 groups of people completely randomly. And as you look over, you see there are 6 stood there. There are 2 elves, there are 2 humans, and there are 2 dwarves. One of the dwarves is the dwarf that was insulting you last night.
Yes.
He crosses his arms and he just goes, So you didn't chicken out in the end. Oh, this
When are
should
we
be
fighting?
good.
Has it started yet? Can I go
Oh,
over
yeah.
and punch him yet?
So
Joe suddenly wakes up when there's a
No,
possibility of punching.
no.
as old Tae'la goes along and she passes out all the orbs to all the different people. Go. So, the first round will be fire versus ice. Please take them to their waiting areas, for soon. She looks around at the crowd. We begin. And as she says that, the crowd just uproar again. And as the guards come up to you, going, right, Miss, sirs.
Could I see if any of the other teams also got fire, or is every orb elementally different?
Every orb is different.
And just out of curiosity, what was the light and the dark one? Or if you're going to turn around and say light and dark, then I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Light and dark.
Right.
One was very vibrant and glowing like light. The
Right.
other one was shadowy like dark.
I just wanted to make sure.
Radiantly light.
I was going to say, were you missing out on a holy orb there?
I know, right? Holy hand grenade.
Not quite holy, but close. So, as you're led off from the side of the arena now, you're led into a waiting room that looks out onto the arena. It has like slit windows at the top with bars in that you can see out onto the floor of the arena. And it's completely like, it's just dusty out there, like a dusty expanse of like sandy dirt.
Mhm.
And this room you're in is cool. It's kind of dark. There's no guards in here right now. They've closed the door. You're alone. Is there
Can we
anything
see
here?
the arena?
You can look out
How
onto
big is it?
it. It's probably across, like from side to side, a couple of 100 feet. And then lengthways, you're talking maybe 500 feet across. It's very big.
Right.
What is in like that's the actual whole building, or that's the actual arena?
That's the
Hit.
arena.
That's
Where
the
we're
arena
gonna-
floor.
That's the floor, yeah.
Right.
Did we get given this orb, or is that still out in the arena?
The orb is still out on the arena. You can see they're on the plinth, and they're all like the fire one has got flames coming off it, and the ice one.
So
keeps
we
cracking.
have to go and grab that before the other team?
You don't know.
When we were stood and we saw the orbs up on the plinths, how big were the orbs? Were they, for example, around the same size as my flaming sphere spell, or were they smaller?
No, they're about the size of a football
Fuck.
or soccer ball for those.
Whereas I
You
had
were
an
wrong.
idea.
Yes,
could've-
those were
For the
Yeah,
unseen.
no.
I was hoping we could like
Okay.
stow our sphere in the bag of holding, and then I'd just conjure a flaming sphere and just like get this motherfuckers.
I
catch.
I have silent image. If I manage to get the ice orb, I might be able to silent image an ice orb on their plinth.
Okay, I mean I can cast a wind ball, which would be really fucking hard for them to get through, and if they do get through it, they take a lot of damage.
And then we can wait on the other side, like, hello.
Yeah, so they would be
Oh.
damage getting in and out of it.
Well, let's just wing it like we normally do and see what happens.
We really don't want any semblance of a plan.
Well, apparently there's a thing that's like a false objective. So if
Mhm.
we can make it look like we're going to try and put our orb on the false objective, so they think that maybe they have to do that to win, they might put theirs on the false objective, making ours safer and making theirs more vulnerable.
You could silent image as in ours to make them
I
think
have
that
to
we've
say, a
done that
contest
now.
in which we don't know the win condition is kind of.
Well, yeah.
Oh, we do know.
We're kind of
do.
destined
Either
to
we
lose.
kill all
of
If they
them, or
want
we
us to
steal
lose,
their
we're
orb.
probably going to lose if there's no defined win condition.
There
But
is.
thing
that's
is-
we know what the win condition
Enough.
is.
No, we have a piece of paper that we found that says a win condition that we're all believing.
Okay.
The thing is, we
that's
don't
true.
know which. We also don't know which orb to put into the central thing. So just don't put anything into
there are
the
so many
central thing.
things we don't know that it's
I
kind
think-
of hard to make a plan.
Yeah, I think
Wait.
the one thing is that is for certain is if we defeat the other team, then at least they're not going to defeat us.
Yeah.
So there is always that.
Focus on the team. I'll try and get the orb. The ice orb.
Yeah.
Did we see the arena?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Are
just
there
like a
little
sandy
boxes to hide behind, or
Colosseum.
just all plain?
Yeah, is there any obstructions or anything on the arena floor, or is it just
It's completely flat.
right?
So I guess
But
the
it's
question
dust, right?
Yeah, it's like sandy dirt.
Oh, cool. So a wind wall would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
is, so I guess
Think
the
of like
question
a
is,
gladiator arena.
I mean, one thing I could do if we get the drop on them, if I can get in there early, if I'm quick enough, I could just put a wind wall around them. They can't do fuck all in there.
here's the thing as well. Are we going to
But-
play aggressively or defensively? Are we
Yeah,
going
we
to try and
are.
protect our orb,
Be
or
silly.
just go all out onslaught?
See, the only problem is if I did do the wind wall, projectiles can't go through it.
Well,
And I don't know if
we
that
should
counts
try
as
and
magic.
figure out who their healer is, if they have one, as
We need-
quickly as we can, and take them out first.
Yeah, we need to assess our opponent's abilities before we can make a real plan.
I mean, that dwarf had a shield and a mace. I mean, he kind of looked like he might be a cleric or a paladin, perhaps.
Someone punchy.
And he's on our shit list anyway, so...
Yeah, fuck that guy. That guy gets special treatment.
His armor was too pretty. It clearly needs some scratches.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's too new.
Okay.
We'll
That's murder someone.
have to have magic.
So, as you plan and the time progresses, it gets close to the start time. Is there anything, potions you'd like to drink, spells you'd like to cast before you go into this?
No, I've prepared the ones I want for today. I've got my portent done.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I've got mine
Yep, I
prepared.
think I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Does
I don't know
anyone
I don't know which things I want to concentrate on yet. So.
Does anyone want protection from fire or poison?
Ooh, Randall, what's your
I'm
AC?
good fire-wise.
Sorry, what?
What's your AC, Matt?
A big ol' 11.
I could cast back skin on you. Put you up to 16.
Damn. Sure.
That would last for an hour. But it is a concentration spell, unfortunately.
That's why
But you
I'm
don't
not
get
doing
hit,
Field
right?
of Faith either.
Yeah, but what if I want to cast another concentration spell, man?
Okay.
All
Don't,
my-
don't
all my
worry.
big
Don't worry
hitters
about
are
it. I'll be
concentrations.
fine. I'll be fine. I can tank it.
Are you sure?
Famous last words.
Not for the very first time do I worry about Randall.
Alright.
I'll be fine.
So,
Yeah.
during your discussions, the door is open, and Evergard pops their head in and goes, "It's time. Are you all ready?"
Aye.
Let's do this.
Yep.
Get it over with.
So, as you're led outside onto the arena now, you're told to stand on one side of the plinth, where all of the orbs are, and the other team arrives on the other side. And now that you get to see a good look at them while they're not obfuscated by a crowd, you see there's the dwarf that you saw before. He's wearing very pretty looking full plate. He has not a mace now actually in his hand, but you see he has a battle axe in one hand and a shield in the other hand. Stood next to them is, with very similar looking features, is a female dwarf who is wearing a breastplate, and in one hand she's carrying a very big book, and in the other hand she has a warhammer, and the warhammer itself is covered in faintly glowing like purple runes, and you can see every now and again this sort of like ethereal tendril wraps itself around the hammer before vanishing.
Ooh. Oh no.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Stood next to them are two humans. One of them is quite clearly from somewhere around Hjartaheim. You'd imagine, Jamie, it's from the Shatter Peaks.
Right.
Not Jamie, Wulfric, sorry. They are wearing furs. They have a bear's head as a helmet on their head. They're carrying a huge great axe in their hand, and at their side is a warhammer. They have black hair, sort of reddish, ruddy skin, and she's glaring angrily at you. You can see already like the sides of her lip curling up, and with barely contained anger. And stood next to that is another human, who is currently in very long, flowing robe, and you can see he has his hands on the sides of it. But apart from that, he looks very sort of plain. But then stood next to both of them are 2 elves. The first elf is very flamboyant looking. She has golden lipstick on. Her hair is beautifully arrayed. She has a crown on. She's carrying a long, looks sort of like a loop, but much longer and elegant. You can see on her back she has a longbow and a brace of daggers around her belt. And the last one is another high elf who is just wearing a plain shirt, sort of 3/4 length breeches, and has their hands wrapped up in bandages, very tight. Their hair is like rather long and flowing as well. It's blonde, but their eyes, as they sort of look up at you like that now, their eyes are like golden. There's no pupil or anything. It's just golden eyes. You see, now you hear the voice of Ladaf in your head, and she goes, "Step up. One of each team, step up to the plinths."
I step up.
As you step up, Ladaf appears next to you. You see a puff of mist as she appears next to you. From the other side, the very flamboyant-looking elf walks up. She looks down at you. "A pleasure to meet you, darling. My name's Talevyrr. Looking forward to seeing your corpse."
Get him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you about all that bullshit in your mouth.
It's not a problem. I don't translate to common folk anyway. He stands up and says,
Fucking Ava.
So,
Fucking Ava.
Talevyrr goes, "The objective of this round is to assume control of your opponent's orb. There will be a spot where you can place your orb. Something may happen. Who knows in the Tournament of Cuprum? Who knows what happens?" She stands up to her full height now, and you seem, for some reason, her age seems to reinvigorate for a moment. She goes, "For the first round, the so-called Heroes of Skiff, the fire team, will be facing against the Mudrakers, our ice team."
Mudrakers.
Mudrakers, yeah, right.
She looked around. "Let the first round of the Tournament of Cuprum," she lifts her walking stick up, "begin!" And as she smashes it onto the ground, you are encircled in a cacophony of dust. And as it clears, you see now you are no longer in a dust bowl. Huge ravines have opened up on either side of it, one of them flowing with ice-cold water, the other one, magma spews alongside it. Bridges have appeared across the area, and in the center at the back is a large, pagoda, and in the center of it is a spot where an orb can be sat. In your hands now, Niss, you hold the fire orb, and opposite you, Talevyrr is holding the ice orb in hers.
Anger in the face. Fucking have her eyes.
And as you look up, let's roll initiative.
Oh god.
Ah!
Wait.
Oh!
Okay.
I did a good.
I did
Yeah,
it
me
good.
too. Me too.
At least a good for me, anyway.
Well, yeah. It's probably the only time I'm going to roll one of these, though.
Okay.
Fuck.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
fine,
supposed to
sorry.
inhale it.
Just really thirsty or just really fucking thirsty.
All right. First up, 25 to 20.
23.
21. Natural
21.
2.
Shit.
Wow.
This is the best we've ever done. I'm so proud of us.
So, so who was 23?
It was me. Deal.
Me.
Okay, and 22 was Arxan.
Hey,
21s were Randall and Niss.
Yeah, I
that's
think Niss is probably going to go first.
Niss.
Probs.
Probs. Yeah.
All right. 15 to 20.
18.
18.
Ah, I got 10.
Ooh.
And I have no
Nice.
dex mod, so that'll be you first.
So that'll be me.
And Julian has a 3.
Oh, Julian.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
Bless him.
better than me, to be honest.
Yes.
We are
This
speedy
music
today.
always reminds me of Stick of Truth. It does. It sounds similar, but it's not. But it was
Because because these are each individuals with their own strengths and weaknesses, that they all have their own initiative, which is why it's taking some time.
Should we see a battle map at this point?
You will soon, don't worry.
Okay. Just to check.
So 15 to 20 is done. Anyone else in 15 to 20?
That's
Roll.
all.
That's it.
Yeah,
So,
that's
everyone
all.
else?
Oh, that is all of you. Oh wow, okay. These guys.
I know. It's first time that everyone's rolled above a 15. I think.
Yeah, these guys rolled terribly.
So basically,
Good.
when you were saying they all have their own initiatives separately, do they
Yeah.
all just go after us anyway?
No, not all of them.
New items
So-
too.
Yes, courtesy of Lydia. So,
Good job, Lydia.
Thank you.
They're so pretty.
first up
We've had
is
this discussion already, but they're so pretty.
so. As it begins, the elf wearing the bandages acts before everybody else, seizing the initiative. They sprint forward at an amazing pace, leaping over the top of Niss. They land on the bridge, separating you from the main entrance. And as they stand there, you see them, they go, "Wah!" and then bring a fist forward. And as they do, a blast of air kicks out of it, and they bring forward a second one. Two shotgun blasts of air blast themselves towards you, Randall. And I would like you to make strength saving throw for me.
This is going to be a brilliant. Well, that was a natural 1 and a 17. So instead of the natural 1, I'm going to change it for my portent of 15. I don't have any. What?
Why did you roll twice?
Because you
Said
made to attack.
strength
I just said-
saving throws.
One strength saving throw.
Oh,
Plural.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
just.
A strength saving throw.
Right. Well, in that case, I rolled a 1, but I'm going to change it to 17, which is what my portent was.
17. Okay. So you take half damage as you passed. So you take half of 4d10.
Oh my god.
So you take 12 points of damage as this blast of air punches into your gut, but in some amazing display of strength, as if the fates command it, you manage to hold your ground and it smashes into you and it bursts your robes at the front and just tears them from the sheer force of this this impact, and now your shirt's hanging open and you can see your very unimposing belly underneath. And you see the figure just goes, and that brings us to Tae'la.
Okay, shit. Alright. How far were they away? These guys from me. Jesus. Fucking miles away. And they're so far apart, motherfuckers. Alright, I am going to then do.
You're in exactly the same position.
I know. Shit, where is it? Fuck. Right, I am going to do a gust of wind.
Okay.
And I'm going to blast it at the elf on the bridge and try and push them into lava.
Okay. So
Okay, so I need to actually move to do that. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, go here. Then do it towards them. It needs to succeed in a strength saving throw.
oh. What's your DC?
16.
Got an 18.
Motherfucker.
So what happens on that?
Give me a second. I guess it doesn't say anything. No,
Where is it?
it's gust of wind. Nope. So if it succeeds, then it doesn't get pushed.
All right. Okay. So
But
you
that
see now.
gust stays up until I get rid of it. So
Oh, so it's like a constant.
yeah, it's like a.
push.
It's
Okay.
alright, he's getting shoved soon, don't worry.
So you see now as you blast this air at him, he seems to just push and cut through it with a fist. And as he pushes the wind to the side, you see it blast around him, pushing the rock up around, either side of him, the bits of dust and that. As he stands there, he turns to you, and through the wind, you can hear his voice clearly. He just goes, "You lack the clarity to command the wind."
I just roll my eyes at him.
All right. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I'm not going to stand on this bridge.
Okay.
I moved 25. My speed is 35, so I can move 10.
Yep.
There.
Okay. That will bring us to Arxan.
I can get to there, so I'll move to there, and I guess I'll end my turn.
Okay. Which brings us to Niss. You are staring this person in the face.
I am. When I hold the orb, basically one hand is out of the question, so I can't make.
You have disadvantage on all ability checks and attacks while holding the orb.
Right.
Because you're holding an orb
Is
of
it
fire.
heavy?
It's not heavy, but it's cumbersome. It's really floaty and hard to hold on to because it's this magic ball of fire. It's not burning you. You're holding it. It's not burning you, but it's really hard to hold on to, and you're sort of having to pull it everywhere, like a balloon full of jello.
And to put it into a rucksack or something. Would that be an action?
You
I
can
mean,
try.
I have use object as a bonus action as a rogue. So can I put it into my bag, not the bag of holding, but a regular bag?
Use object as a rogue is thieves only, I believe.
No, I thought that was.
But regardless, you can try.
Just checking it as well. I thought it was dash, hide, disengage, and use object. But...
No, because use object is the sticky hands of the rogue, of the thief, I believe.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, dash, disengage, or hide, and then the fast hands of the thief is use an object action. So you can.
Then I will run away bravely.
Okay.
So I will just use my movement to get here, and then use the dash to get behind Zadara.
What's your movement? What's your movement?
30 feet or 35 is now.
No, it's 35 as a wood elf. You're not a wood elf.
Okay.
So
then
you've got 30 feet, and then you get another 30 feet from the dash. So, but you can dash as an action and as a bonus action because you're a rogue. So you can move 90 feet in total if you use all your actions to do that.
Yeah. All my actions to get behind Adara.
Okay, so.
And yeah, I think that's it. I can't do anything else, right? No.
So you were 22 as your initiative count, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wulfric, you were who was 20 on the initiative count?
No one, I don't think.
No one.
I was 21, same as Niss.
Right. No, I've got it.
Niss goes before me because she's got more decks.
Yeah, I've got it now. Sorry. Okay. Randall, it's now your go.
Okay, I look to Wulfric and I say, "You got this one, right?" And I'll move up a little bit to here.
Okay.
How far is that away from me? 45 feet. Okay. I will. Let's just try some fairly basic stuff just to kind of see, just testing the water. I'll just use I'll use 4 charges of my wand of magic missiles.
Okay. On who?
On the one that's just picked up the orb in the middle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That one.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 4d4. There's 4 charges.
No, it's 1 charge for free, and then you add an additional 3, so that's 6 d4 altogether.
Oh damn.
64 plus 6.
64 plus 6.
Yeah, because it's plus 1 for each. Each dart does 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, okay. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 on the dice. Plus 6 is 17.
17, yeah. So you see as these darts blast into the figure, she looks over to you and just goes, "Ruined my dress."
Good. That was the intention.
Okay, so bringing us next. Oh, okay. So you see now as the figure with the bear head on can't contain themselves any longer, and for a moment you see their mouth snarls open and their hands grip their great axe tight, and then as they step forward, underneath, for a split second, underneath the bear like pelt over her back, you see underneath it there is a red cloak which flashes for a moment and she vanishes. She appears behind you, Randall, raising the great axe in the air, and you smell brimstone as this great axe comes down on you. And that's going to be 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
Reckless. Natural 1. Reroll. Natural 1.
Ha!
And then the other one, however, is an 18.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so 1 attack hits, the other one misses. We'll get to that in a moment. So as she slams down into you with this great axe, it burrows into your back, dealing a total of 13 points of damage as it carves into the back of you, and you can feel it. It splits down, and the warmth appears down the back and down your back as blood spills out of the very garish wound. She pulls it out again and goes for another one, but this time you sidestep to the side, and her, lost in this mindless rage, slams the axe into the ground at her feet, and you see now, as being at the foothold of this bridge, it just tears a chunk of the bridge off, and she stumbles forward for a moment, manages to catch herself with instinct before she tumbles over the edge into the lava. So, as the fight rages on, underneath both orb carriers, you see now the ground begins to split. And underneath Niss, you see it begins to split and lava begins to bubble up from underneath it.
What the fuck?
Which will bring us to Wulfric.
I think Addy's going to be before me because she's got a higher depth.
Because I've got.
Oh yeah, sorry, I put you guys the wrong way around. My apologies.
Okay.
It's fine this time.
Listen, this initiative count is a page long. So, go.
Neat. All right, we're gonna move into range of this bear person and trap them in between me and Randall.
It's not much of a trap. I mean, let's face it.
I mean,
You have a sword.
I
Right.
do. But no idea how to use it.
so
You have to have the strength to it.
There is no strength.
It's gonna wail on him.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, glaive up, glaive down, twice.
Alright, make both your attacks.
Please. Sweet. So what do I get? I think it's a yeah. Okay, cool. Right, so 21.
That hits.
Sweet. And maths is hard. 23.
That also hits.
Does she have advantage on this because reckless attack?
You do actually. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh
You
shit.
do have an advantage on both attacks
Oh, sweet. Okay.
because the person you're attacking used reckless attack.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, I didn't roll any better because
Okay,
fuck me, basically.
that's fine. You still hit with both your attacks. The only thing you were looking for was a crit, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right. Okay. So, first one is 15 damage,
okay.
Nice.
and the second one, if it would stop falling into my lap, is 11 damage.
Okay, so as you bring your glaive down both times, you see just as it's about to contact, the bear pelt for a moment seems to like erupt with sort of an energy, and each time you hit, it just does not go in as far as you'd imagine.
Okay.
So that in total to them. It's really hard when I can't use their names because you don't know their names. All right. So,
No, but I think most of us have probably got a fairly good understanding of what their classes are. So
yeah.
At least
when
that
one's
one.
clearly a barbarian.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I'm just checking. Because I might use one of my dice to rally.
Doesn't that take the place of an attack?
It's a bonus action.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
But I need to check how I. Oh no, it is. It's a dice roll and charisma. Cool. So I'll use my bonus action to rally Randall because he's being hit. I don't like that.
Okay. What do you say to rally him?
I don't know.
Don't be shit.
Gotta
Do better.
shout at him to hold strong. Because like he's not fallen yet, right?
Nope.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get. That's not great. Rip. You get 5 temporary hit points.
But you don't get them because you've already got the 9 from your.
Yeah, but the 9 I've lost.
Yeah, but he's
because
been
I've already
attacked.
hit.
Oh, that's true. That's my.
So-
bonus. Yeah.
Yep. So now I get 5 additional hit points.
Okay.
Mechanics, bro.
Thanks.
It's very warm
That will
in the
help.
room right now.
Yeah, it really fucking is warm.
All right, let's bring us down to Wulfric.
Seeing that Ad is there now, I can go with my original plan, which is to get up to. Can I get up to there?
You will take an attack of opportunity to do so.
Yeah,
from
bugger
the
it.
barbarian. Okay.
Bugger it, I'm fine with that.
All right, so they get an attack of opportunity against you with advantage. That is going to be a 22 to hit you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So as you walk past the barbarian, seemingly not caring about either side of her, she reaches out with the axe like that, one-handed with a huge axe, and just slams into the side of you, doing a total of 10 points of damage.
Fair enough. Cool. Right, and while I'm here, I'd like to take a sword swing
Okay.
with the Frostbrand, and then afterwards I'm going for a shove.
Okay.
That's an 18 on the dice, so that would be
A lot.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what is it with this? It's the normal damage and then plus a d6.
Yeah, normal damage plus d6. So it's 1d8 plus 1d6 plus strength.
Well, that's max on that. So that's 12 there, and then a d6. Yeah, that's max damage.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So as you slam your blade down, this elf brings their hand up to sort of catch the blade, but you twist the blade at the last moment, and instead of catching it like that, it goes into the side of his thumb, and just digs down. And he goes, "Ugh!" And you see the blood starts to crystallize from being frozen. It goes, looks up at you, trying to maintain composure, but it's just like,
And then I'm going for a shove into the. Is it fire or lava?
It's
Lava.
lava.
Shove into the lava.
Okay.
That's. Is it contested athletics? I always forget we shove.
It's your
I should remember.
athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Oh, Yeah, well,
I believe. Let me
my
just...
athletics is pretty good. So,
I think that's the
but
case too.
being a monk,
Yeah.
I feel like their
Exactly.
acrobatics is good. Ooh, that could have only been one better.
That's the most convoluted way of saying 19.
Sorry, I'm really not with it today. Yeah, it's a contest. Yeah. Okay. What did you get? Sorry.
A 23.
23.
Mhm.
23.
Ooh.
So as you bring the shield in to slam them backward, they regain their composure for a moment, slam their hand into the shield, and you see this blast of air just push the shield, and so they look up at you and they go, "I will not fall that easily." As they pull their hand out of your blade, just look at it as the blood is crystallized over in some sort of strange cauterization.
I'm just smiling.
All right, which will bring us to. Oh, you guys have all done now. It's all them.
Yep,
Okay,
now
so-
comes the pain.
Yeah, here we go.
This dwarf here just walks forward, and he looks at his shield and his axe, and he just stows the axe in the shield and pulls out a crossbow from his back, and he goes, and then the crossbow leaps out of his hands and flies towards you, Wulfric. I'd like you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Uh-oh.
See. 19 total.
Okay. Just one moment. Oh, sorry. My bad. Dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
As my reaction, shield goes in the way.
But you still need to make the dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
Obviously.
just let you know that that's what's happening. 13.
Okay. So
Uh-oh.
the crossbow itself, not a bolt or anything, the actual crossbow flies across the battlefield and slams into your shield, pushing it. Doesn't knock you backwards, but it just like pushes your arm up as it slams into you. And you take, because you're shield master, half of 3d8 bludgeoning as the crossbow splinters on your hand.
What, the whole crossbow?
The whole crossbow. Yes.
That's a waste of a crossbow.
It's like that meme with Link trying to show someone how to shoot a bow and they shoot the bow instead of the arrow.
Okay, so half of 15 is 8. So you take 8 points of damage. 8 points of bludgeoning damage as this crossbow just explodes against your shield like that. You see bits of string and the arms just fly past your head and just smash into the lava below.
I have a very confused look on my face.
And the dwarf just looks up at you and just goes,
Yeah, Wulfric! You're learning! I'm proud of you!
So the other dwarf looks over at the first dwarf, sort of goes, puts her hands together and then reaches out like that, and you see this beam of sickly blackish energy lance from her finger straight towards you, Tae'la.
Oh.
In fact, 2 beams.
Uh-oh.
Both of them blast either side of you, tearing small chunks out of the rock as I rolled a natural 1 and a 2. And as you see, like, what's left behind you, just see it's this weird, like, perfect, like, spherical burn mark into the floor. As she looks at her hands and just goes, slams the warhammer into the other hand. So, then it is this one's turn, and she just looks at you all, goes, "Well, it's been lovely seeing you." She goes like that. She vanishes from sight, but the orb doesn't. And now the orb just sort of jostles slightly, and then the dust scatters around as they start running, and you see the dust scattering as they run back.
Brilliant plan, love. Brilliant plan.
Amazing.
Do you just have a
Slurp
floating orb token?
So there is a floating orb. In fact, I don't know why I hid the token.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly where they are. There is a floating orb there. So, now as the plain-looking man steps forward, walks over to here, walks and stands next to the dwarf, and derobes, and you see underneath are black scales across his entire form. And as he opens his eyes now, you see he has draconic-looking eyes. As he begins to turn his hands like this, a strange warping of arcane runes appears in the air where his hands move, as if this is practiced form for him, but he doesn't truly know what it is. And as he puts both hands together in this
I
clap-
cast counterspell.
Okay, make your counterspell roll.
Okay, so what do I need to do? Because I don't think I've ever done this before.
What level are you casting it at?
Wait, it's third. Because that's all I can do. So I need to make an ability check using a spellcasting ability. Okay. Oh, that's good. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
Wait, so why am I doing a check if the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level?
I wonder why.
It depends on what they are casting it on.
Yeah, what are they casting? Add that
Yeah.
to 10, you have to beat that.
So tell me what you got on your dice.
Oh, I got a 19. But am I adding my modifier or is it just...
No, you just roll into it. It should say. What does it say?
It says you make an ability check using your spellcasting ability,
Yeah,
so I guess I add my ability modifier to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you add intelligence.
So it'll be 24 total.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Should succeed.
The suspense is killing me.
Okay. So as you do that, he claps his hands together, and this like the rockish green liquid is about to spurt out, but it just fades in his grasp. And as he looks up, he clasps his hand together and just stares up at you, Randall.
I just give him like the biggest shit-eating grin.
And opens his hands and fires a second one
Oh shit.
at you,
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. That's fine.
because he can do that. He's a sorcerer.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
13.
Right. So you see now, as you expect from the runes that you're reading from this distance, you're like, okay, lightning bolt. But as it happens, a burst of acid sprays out at you, like just this lance of acidic substance just blasts out, and you take a lot of damage. It will be you, and you, Addy, and the barbarian. So Addy, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Yep, sure thing.
That sounded like a lot of dice, though.
What level
I'm
is
quite
that
glad
guy?
I counterspelled the first one then.
Yeah.
But the first one wasn't going to you, though, was it?
It was probably going to Tae'la and
Yeah.
Arxan, I imagine.
It was, yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'll remember
I'm taking
you when
this
die.
for you. Yeah, we came for a graduation. We stayed.
For the funeral.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you get on your dexterity saving from?
16.
16. What did you get on yours, Randall?
13, I think, or 14. I think it was 14.
Okay, so Addy, you pass yours. Unfortunately, Randall, you fail yours.
What about the barbarian? Does he fail his?
But she fails hers as well. Yeah.
She fails hers, sorry.
Yes. So, Addy, you take 41 points, halved to 20. Randall, you take 41 points of damage.
I am unconscious.
Yeah. What level are these fuckers?
It's just a lightning bolt.
Ah.
Yeah, an acid lightning bolt somehow.
He can just reflavor spells like that. So you see the barbarian just gets coated in this acid, but they just look down at it and just smear like that. And as they smear, you see they pull some of their own skin off that's been dislodged by this acid and just lick it across their face and just cover their face in this mix of green acid and their own red blood.
Super pleasant. Yeah. Beautiful. Anything.
So that will bring us to the top of the round again, which is the monk.
Julian is still.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Julian. Yep.
Yeah. Julian is going to give give the monk disadvantage on things. Is that a thing? Can I do that?
No, you can only give advantage on two.
Advantage in Wulfric. Just
Okay.
yeah.
On his next attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, as the monk, they stand up straight now. They dust the ice crystals off their hand, and you see that doing that causes the blood to begin flowing again. As they do, they push their hands into their palm, and you see the blood drip down slightly, and they just go.
Can I not distract that they get disadvantage? Sorry, I thought. No worries.
Oh. So, as you do this, he pulls down like that, puts both hands together in front of him, and just goes, and this burst of wind in a thunder wave blasts out. So I would like you to make a thunder wave is a Constitution saving throw, I believe. I'm not used to using like real people spells.
I don't know. Tell me what I'm rolling and I'll roll it.
Thunder wave. It is Constitution, yes. Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Right. Ooh. 20, not natural.
Wow, okay. So
I've got a good constitution.
you do, yeah. As it blasts out, it catches you. You take a little bit of damage, but it's halved. So you take 3 points of damage, and you are not pushed back 10 feet. As this thunder
Is this
wave
just going to be a
impacts you,
shoving
it's
match?
and then
3, did you say?
yeah, 3 points of damage. And then they reach into their bag, they pull out a healing potion, and they drink it.
Okay. And instead of being cocky and saying something like he did, I'm just going to stare at him.
He doesn't say anything back at this point anyway. So, Tae'la, it's your go.
Cool. I am going to cast Wind Wall around the orb that's just
Okay.
stood there in a panic. Like, I'm going
Yep.
to do it, give me a second. Like, right around her, like this.
Okay.
So, on the wall's appearance, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw.
15.
Nope. Okay,
All
so
right.
she is going to take 3d8 damage. Okay, so that's 20 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and basically she's trapped in there now.
Okay, so you see the orb drops to the floor and starts rolling towards the edge.
Nothing can pass through that wall.
Yeah, I know, but the orb starts rolling towards the edge of the bridge.
Right.
Evidently, whatever was holding it is no longer able to hold it, as she reappears on the floor in a heap.
And then I am going to move up here.
Okay. Now, that brings us to Arxan's turn.
You're muted, mate. Yep.
Hello. I
Hi.
can't really reach anyone from here. Niss still has the orb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plant myself on the bridge, and if anybody comes near me, I'm gonna hit them. And that's
You
my
shall
turn.
not pass.
Okay. And that will bring us to Niss.
And I need the toilet, so I'll be back.
Joe is the Black Knight.
Oh God, if he really is, we have a problem.
None shall pass.
I want to store the orb in a bag I brought, knowing that there's going to be orbs.
Yeah, you had a backpack anyway, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put the orb in it and it burns a hole through the bottom and falls to the floor.
Oh fucking hell! But it doesn't burn me when I hold it. No. Okay. Then the lava is still bubbling underneath me.
Yeah, the floor is like underneath you is cracking open.
I want to get away from this. Was the storing of the orb my whole action?
Mm-hmm. And you can't pick the orb back up again, unfortunately,
What?
because you used your action to put the orb in the bag. Picking up an item off the floor is an action.
Okay. Can I step? No, I need to stand. I still want to step away just because there's lava there.
Okay. So there's an orb there.
There. Okay. And that's
And then their orb is here. So yeah.
dash. No, disengage. I can't hide anywhere here, can I?
No, it's open plains where you are.
And I can't check for because I know there's a plinth in the center there.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything else where we could put an orb possibly that is a bit more hidden? Can I check for that, or is that another action?
You can look around. You can see there's rocks that you could hide it behind, but there's nowhere really to put an orb.
Right.
Apart from in this over here, where there's this
Okay.
recess in the floor. Okay, and that will bring
all I
us
can do.
to Randall.
Right, death saving throw then.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9.
Okay, so that's a fail.
Okay.
Which brings us to the barbarian, who turns around now, looks at you, Addy, and just like growls in your face before bringing the axe down on you twice. We have advantage because of reckless attack. Rolled a 1 into a 1 again, but the other one was nat 20, so...
Oh, rip. Good, yep.
Okay. So in total, you take 12 points of damage as this axe slams into you. That'll be-
Can I...
You can do a reaction if you want. Yeah.
Can I do a hellish rebuke, please?
Yes.
Sweet. Oh god, hang on. Sorry, I haven't got my dice written down because ow, I'm rubbish.
It's a
One
D10.
sec. It's just a 1d10?
2d10, I believe.
3.
Oh, is it
3
3d10?
at level 2.
3. Oh, level 2.
Level 2 is the base level. It's 3.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's level 2. Rip. Okie doke. 10.
10?
Yep. Oh.
Okay. Do I have to make any save or anything for that?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Dexterity saving throw on the spell
Right.
description.
Okay. So that is 16. So
Yeah.
So that beats it. So that's half of that.
So that's a 5.
Half, and then half again. So that's 2. Okay, which will end their turn and bring us to your turn, Eddie.
Okay. So when the axe was buried in the floor and
Yeah.
it started to crumble away underneath her and she went to fall in,
She's still stood next to that like gap in the side.
can I hit Can I roll 2 attacks? One to hit the floor at her feet,
Yeah, and then what the second did?
to hit her, I guess, or to push her back?
You can shove, yeah?
Yeah?
So you're
that
wanting
a
to
thing?
try and break the floor out from underneath her.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Hoping that doesn't drag Randall.
Roll to hit the floor.
Cool. Okay, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That I can do. 14?
That hits the floor, yeah? The floor does
Cool.
have an AC.
Cool. Yeah, I hit the floor.
Roll damage against the floor.
Yep, on it. 16.
Take that
16.
floor.
So as you slam into the floor,
Fuck you, floor.
you crack more of it away, but it doesn't seem to be enough at this point. She's like teetering on the edge at this point though, and the floor is starting to begin to, crumble, where it hits that point where it all begins to crumble.
Don't want to damage anybody else if the whole fucking thing comes down, but like...
You'd have
But-
advantage against her currently as well because of the reckless.
What do you want to do?
Right, but I'm not doing as much damage to her as I would like.
No, because she's a barbarian and she's raging. So
Do you get advantage on a shove with that too?
Yes, actually, isn't it? No, it's not. No, never mind. No, it's an attack action, but not an attack roll. So no.
Yeah.
Right.
10 seconds.
Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna shove.
All right, go for a shove. Make an athletics check.
Yep.
does she get advantage because of my body lying behind her, so that she might like trip over my body on the way to there?
23.
15.
Huh?
So as you push you grab the haft of your
Sorry.
pole arm and you slam it into her neck. She goes, "Ugh." And as you push back, she loses her footing as the ground falls away underneath her, and she just spirals down into the lava. And as she hit it, you see a gout of flames. And then,
Save Randall.
and then you see a little magic, and the barbarian appears at the opposite end of the field, where a small cage has appeared, and they're in the cage.
Sin binned. You've been sin binned.
Ah!
And you see now, you can't see any wounds on them, and they're just stood there like that, just holding the bars of the cage, unable to do anything else.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
if hitting it doesn't work, pushing it might.
All right, and at the
that's
end
what
of
I've
your
been
go,
trying to do.
it is Wulfric's go.
Right.
Did we skip Arxan?
Nope.
Thought he was.
Nope.
No,
No,
Arxan
I
Arxan
stood
became-
on the bridge. I'm
Arxan's
waiting if
being
anybody
Gandalf.
comes to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I took one step to the left, I don't incur an attack of opportunity because I'm still with melee, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Well, in that case, go in there, second level cure wounds,
Okay.
bringing you back up.
Thanks.
Ooh, not too bad. 16,
Nice.
and because I don't really have anything else as a bonus, I'll just pop one of my healing potions. And
Okay.
Bring me
And
back.
heal yourself. Yeah.
They're all just normal small ones, aren't
Yeah.
they? So that's 1d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Two.
That's correct, right? 2d4 plus 2? Yeah. All right. So after your turn, it is the rest of their go. So this dwarf continues running up, and then he's going to dash to get into range. And then his sister's going to move toward you, Tae'la. Just slams the warhammer into her other hand, and you see now as tendrils appear on all sides of it, and she just wham, wham, 2 slams into you. So one of them is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
The other one is a 21 to hit.
No, just.
So that one hits. Does very small amount of damage.
Yay. Roll like that more, please.
So 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into you.
That tickled.
And you feel like when it hits, you can feel the tendrils sort of wrapping around, and it feels like anything you've ever felt before is this horrible feeling of these dark tendrils slamming into you. It's like you get the feeling that's what decomposing feels like.
I say to her, that's weird, you should get that checked out.
She just growls back at you. Yafandikar knows the end, and you are part of it.
Gesundheit.
That's very likely.
Right.
Bless you.
So now there is a death saving throw for the... Hey! Alright, which brings us to this fellow. Continue step 2 like so. So he looks over to towards you, Wulfric. Randall's back up again. How about that? Looks up towards you, Wulfric. It outstretches a hand, and you see this small blast of acid comes out at you, and that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
All right. So you take 2 points of damage. Sorry, not 2 points. 5 points of damage, and you feel as it like coats you. Does this acid? It's very goopy, and it seems to slow you down. So your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet from the next round. And at the end of their go, it is the monks' go. As they step to the side now, they go, "The wind shall show you true might."
Oh my god.
And just pulls backwards like that and throws forward and is going to cast Gust of Wind. So I would like both of you to make, is it a strength saving throw?
Can I cast counterspell again, even though I'm on the floor?
It's
not a spell, is it? Technically,
Very
because they're a monk.
Oh, that's a weird one, because it is casting a spell, but it's not a spell.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I asked if I could do it or not, because I
I'm
wasn't
not
sure.
sure.
'Cause I have literally no idea how monks work.
I'm not sure, because it does say you can spend 2 key points to cast Gust of Wind. So I'm going to say it's a spell.
Do they have a saving? If they have a save, I think
Then,
they have a spell save.
then in that case, it's a counterspell.
He goes like that, pulls his hand forward, and nothing happens. And he looks down at you, and he sees your hand glowing on the floor. You're covered in blood, and like half your clothes are melted away, and you're just like.
Imagine just after he's finished doing it, it turns into a finger, and then.
Yeah.
Okay, and at the
I've only got one more of those though.
end of his go, it's Tae'la's go.
1 second. I just need to check a thing. Fuck. Okay. I'm
Because
keeping
being
up.
prone, I probably would have had disadvantage as well, wouldn't I?
I'm gonna keep up the wind wall, because I'm not letting him get her up.
Okay.
And because that's concentration, I can't cast another concentration spell, so I will cast my cantrip fire spell, Old Faithful Produce Flame.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it. I can throw it 30 feet.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna throw it at that nerd right there.
All right, make your attack roll with disadvantage
Disadvantage? Why?
because you're in melee combat.
But I'm not attacking the melee person.
But you're using a ranged attack. If you're in melee, you ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
I thought that was only against the person you're attacking, but okay, so that was still, I got a 12 and a 15, so the 12 is plus 8, so that's 20.
Yeah, that hits.
It's 2d8.
Yep.
10 points of fire damage.
All right. That does 10 points of fire damage as you strike into these black scales of this creature, and it licks up, and you see now as the scales begin to like buckle up as they burn, and a really gnarly looking sight. Which will
Gnarly, dude.
And bring us to our very own Black Knight, Arxan.
Did we forget Julian again?
Julian.
Yeah, we did forget Julian.
Julian is going to give me advantage against the sorcerer next time.
Okay.
You might be muted, Joe.
That sorcerer's out putting a lot of damage.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we're walking distance.
I'll run up into at him then.
Okay.
First attack is 19.
That hits.
Do you want me to roll damage now, or do you want me to roll both attacks first?
Do both attacks. Do both attacks.
Same again, 19.
Yeah, so that hits too.
Okay. Let's stick a smite on the first one, level 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is 11 slashing damage and 18 radiant damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And on the second attack,
29.
okay, there we go. That is 13 slashing damage, and let's stick a first level smite on there.
I'm gonna say that you don't need it. The
Okay.
strike
Yeah!
knocks them down. In fact, that's enough damage to massive damage this guy. So he
Oh,
just
damn.
dies.
He dies.
Oh,
You-
shit.
You did his remaining health plus his health in damage. So he just, you see, he just vanishes in a puff of smoke in front of you as you carve him in two.
Oh shit.
Just vanishes in a puff of smoke and appears in the cage at the end with his robe on. You see, he just leans down. It's just like,
Dickheads.
Yeah, that fucking hurt.
That's so clever now, are they fuckers?
all right. He didn't have much health, unfortunately.
Sorcerer's gooey.
Constitution of -1 and a D6.
That
Hit
is
dice.
unfortunate. For him.
I rolled all of the stats. So that brings us to the end of your go. It is Niss's go.
Yeah, no advantage, but I'm going to. Oh, the orb. Is the lava bubbling underneath the orb or where I was standing earlier?
The lava stopped. It's now bubbling under you now.
Stepping away a little. Shooting longbow at. At the monk, actually. Sharpshooter, so I should be able to get them
Yep.
anyway. I'm not using the sharpshooter thing, but just saying it's
I mean,
only. Yeah.
you are a sharpshooter.
I know, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
I'm not
I know,
distracted
that's
by
what- that's
detracting the
what I'm
thing. Although it doesn't, I don't know if 13 hits.
That does not hit. No.
No worries.
So that's the end of your go, unless you'd like to do anything else.
I really can't.
Okay, Randall.
Well, I was going to do something, but the sorcerer died, so maybe I'm not going to do that now.
Okay.
That's. I mean, I guess I could use Bane, but I can't reach the creature nearest
Maybe get away.
Tae'la, because it's ever so slightly out of range. So I will. I don't know if it's worth moving away. I guess it's probably is worth moving away. I will cast Bane on the monk and the dwarf.
Okay.
And then I will use my bonus action to Misty Step
All right.
behind Addy.
All
A
right.
couple of squares behind Addy. Yes,
Yep.
there we go, that's it. Yep.
All right. So, as you vanish from there, the monk goes to like slam a fist down as you vanish, just smashes into the floor beneath you and just goes, ugh. And that will be the end of your go, which will bring us to. Oh, the barbarian died. But you see now, in the midst of this wind wall, the where the enemy bard was, a huge spire of ice spits from the ground. And you hear the sickening sound of someone being pierced completely through.
That's what happens when you
Oh,
stand in
no.
one spot for too long.
And then the ice crumbles and vanishes, and you see in the cage at the end now is the bard.
So you kind of have to hot potato the orb.
Oh no.
The orb bearer. It's not the orb. I'm not carrying it. The lava is still underneath me.
Mm.
The floor is lava.
Oh no.
So
Mhm.
that will bring us to Addy. Oh, sorry. Wait, before that happens, let me see. Okay. Have a colored dice for each orb. One's blue, one's red. Okay, so the orb on the ground, not being held by any currently, begins rolling towards the closest member of the enemy team.
No, no. Stay.
Cool.
That's quick.
Scary.
The enemy orb is too small for me to grab it, to move it. And this one, not being held by anyone, begins moving towards a member of your team.
Julian!
I've still got
So-
the wind wall up though.
It seems to just pass through it. The wind wall opens, a hole opens up in the wind wall, and it passes through. Like it's not rolling; it's so much as floating along the ground.
Some magic bullshit.
Can I scream, Addy?
So, Addy, Wulfric.
I haven't got a hand free.
So you see under Addy and Wulfric, and under the dwarf, under Addy and Wulfric, lava starts bubbling. Under the dwarf, you see the cracks of ice starts to appear beneath.
Shit.
Which will bring us to your go, Addy.
Fuck. Okay. Shit.
I can't say what I want to say because it's not my go.
Nope.
I don't want to use things one-handed. I don't want. Oh, all right. Okay. So, can I move to here, but scoop the orb up as I go?
Yeah, movement's granular, so you can move 5, do something, move again.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So we'll glaive in one hand,
Orb in the other.
orb in the other.
Yeah.
And we'll come and stand next to monk person here.
Okay. That will end your go. So you've got the orb now.
Mhm.
And that will end your go and bring us to Wulfric.
Spirit Guardians,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I
guns.
just turn to Addy and go, "Pass me the orb," because I can essentially do damage each round and not do anything.
Okay,
This way.
well, on Addy's turn, Addy can pass you the orb. Are you going to move?
Yeah, I'll move back one so I can't be. It's harder to shove me into the lava, at least.
Okay, you see the
That's-
lava bubbling underneath you follows you.
Right.
So you currently have lava bubbling underneath you.
Okay. Yeah, Spirit Guardians is up now.
Yeah, let me just grab Spirit Guardians for you.
Don't
How big is-
like this.
How big is
Spirit
it?
Guardians, 15-foot radius from myself, so 30-foot diameter.
So it's
I
that.
love how we have this every time.
Yeah. Don't know why I forget. Okay. All right. So that ends your go. It is now the dwarf's go. The dwarf moves up like that. Stands there and just goes, "Get yourself down!" And as he says "down," the ground beneath you starts rumbling. I'd like you to make a strength saving throw.
He entered my space, so
He did.
2 8s and a 7.
Okay.
23, yeah?
Yep.
8, 7. So yeah, takes 23 points of damage.
Okay.
And what do I have to do?
You see as the phalanx is slam into him as he speaks, and he's just like, "Oh!" You have to make a strength saving throw. As he is an Eldritch Knight.
Ah.
A 19.
Okay. So you see the ground begins to crack above around you, but you just stand your ground. You're fine. That will end his go, and now it's his sister's go. So the sister now brings the Warhammer back again and slams against you twice, once more, Tae'la.
Mm-hmm.
With a 19
That'll hit.
and an 8.
Nope.
All right, so that's you take 7 points of damage as it slams into you once again. And that's the end of their go.
That's adorable.
Did you just pat her on the head?
Actually, no, it's not. They're going to action surge.
Oh.
And with their action surge, they're going to cast a spell. I need to look up.
Oh no. I take it back.
It's a warlock spell, and I've never played a warlock. Oh, not for more than a few sessions. All right, I'd like you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Straight D20. Come on, nice quartz dice, don't fuck me. Natural 20.
Yeah. So as you see now, she slams her hands together, and the tendrils from the Warhammer sink into it and erupt out around her, and just wrap around you for a moment. But you smash them apart, taking 2 points of damage. Sorry, not 2 points. 4 points of damage. And there go. They are dead, and they are also dead. Which brings us to the monk's go. The monk now just looking around you. He starts his turn and takes damage.
Not as much. That's 10.
Okay. Man, this monk is really lucky. So, as he stands now, you see he goes, with the last of my power, and just punches forward at you, Addie.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to spend all of the remaining ki he has, and I would like you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Yeah, you got it. Let me move the cat treats out of the window there so I can actually see what the numbers are. Good, yes. Okay. That's 16.
Don't you have extra? Is it saving throws?
What's the
How
bane?
big? Isn't it? No, doesn't Arxan have something for saving throws?
It's
Too
within 10
far
feet.
away.
Oh, is it 10 feet? I thought it was 30 feet. Sorry.
Okay, so
That
Yeah,
would have been a
16.
bit overpowered if it was 30.
Because I only rolled an 8.
and
Yeah.
ignore. So 16. Okay, so you do pass. You do take half damage. So that's 18, 26, 30,
No, stop at 26, please.
39, 42 points of damage, halved to 21, as he goes into your chest with this massive burst of air.
Yeah, and I dropped to the ground.
And the orb rolls out of your grasp. And I can't pick it up. God damn it. Oh my word. Right, yeah, the orb's on the floor at your feet. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, at the end of his go, it is Taylor's go.
Julian.
Julian's go.
Julian is going to give Wulfric now. Arxan advantage at whatever he does.
Okay. That's not.
Or no, sorry, give me advantage. Sorry, Arxan.
That's not on attack rolls. To do an attack rolls, you have to do it on a person.
Sorry, what?
To give yourself advantage on attack rolls, you have to do it on an enemy.
Okay, then the dwarf, the Eldritch Knight.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And that will. So it's Taylor's go now.
Okay, so Tae'la will look the dwarf dead in the eyes, laugh, crack her knuckles in her neck, punch the ground in front of her, and I'm casting Erupting Earth.
Okay.
So like here, so she's in it.
Yep.
On the ground. She has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, that's a 16.
That is my DC.
So that's a fail.
Okay, so she takes 3d.
No, it's a pass. It's a pass.
Yeah, it's a,
Okay,
yeah, it's a
well,
pass.
she
If
still
it,
takes half.
yeah, if it reaches or succeeds.
Okay.
3d12.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 11 and 12, 23 plus 7, 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
So
Nice.
Halved to 15.
Wow, that's good.
And
So
the
as the
ground
earth-
in that area is now difficult terrain.
So as you slam down, the earth just slams and breaks and splits into these jagged rocks. As the dwarf is carried on them for a moment, but she stabilizes, a tendril pushing her back up to her feet. She just looks you in the eye and goes, so you do have tricks.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to pop one of my potions.
Alright, while that's happening, Arxan.
Mic's off
Me too
again.
but
There we go.
I can get to there very easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try the monk.
Get him!
Okay, so first attack is 16.
that will just hit.
Yeah.
So that's 14 slashing damage.
Yep,
And if they're not down, I'll attack them again.
they're not down yet, surprisingly.
That's a 13. So
Okay, wow.
You know what? Reaction for this round. War God's Blessing. It hit. Adds a 10 to the attack roll.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So if the
Oh.
second one hit as well.
then that is 14 slashing damage again.
Ooh. Okay, you see now as you slam into the back of them with these two great, slashes, they wobble and you see they are on, the edge of consciousness now. They are incredibly hurt. And at the end of your go, it is Niss's go.
Arrow, one of Arxan's. No, I think the +3 arrows actually.
Okay, you're going to use a +3 arrow.
Yeah, on the guy.
Okay.
That is 19.
That will hit, however, he's going to use... are you doing this against the monk, right?
No,
No,
the
it's a
average
dwarf.
knight. I said with the
Oh,
advantage from Julian.
Right. Got you. Yeah, so that does
Yeah.
hit. That
Does it? And with
sorry, no, it
advantage-
doesn't.
What?
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Oh,
My
don't
bad,
play with me
sorry.
like this.
Sorry. I'm not with it tonight. My apologies.
No worries.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Mm.
Full plate and a shield.
Oh no! Hold on. 20. I said the +3 arrows.
Yeah.
So I forgot to add the 3.
Oh,
It's 22.
22. That does hit. Actually, as a reaction, he's going to use... a barrier of arcane energy appears and the arrow just splits against it and shatters.
There's going to be a real life murder soon.
How much
Alright.
did that arrow cost?
Too much. Don't ask.
A lot.
1,000 gold. Right, Randall.
Okay. So, well, what I was going to do, I cannot do because I will end up catching fire to all of the other people on the bridge. So, let's not do that. Let's not do Ice Knife either because that would do very much the same sort of thing. So, what we'll do then is we'll do a Scorching Ray from the Circlet of Blasting against Dwarf Dude.
Okay. So that's a range attack roll with +5 to hit.
Yep.
Matthew. Oh, Matthew.
Matthew, see, as you cast the spell out of your headband, you hold up and it comes blasting out this ray of white hot scorching magic, and it just carves a chunk out of the bridge. Doesn't do anything. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I'll use a bonus action to use a potion of healing.
Okay. So, at the end of your turn, as we hit initiative count 20 and the arena has its turn, the lava bursts under you, Wulfric.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Does my resistance to fire help,
Yes.
even though it's lava?
You
Cool.
said that
It
in
is
like
so
the
fun.
weakest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Do
Well, it's
I get to
lava.
live?
Do I die?
So, 20, 30, 33. 43, 53, 63, 67, 70, 80, 99 points of fire damage.
Is that with the half?
That's halving that, sorry, to 50.
Yeah, if I only had 4 more hit points,
Oh no.
that wouldn't have knocked me down.
So as
Alas.
the gout of lava blasts out underneath you, you die and appear in a cage.
Really? Is he not unconscious?
Not what after that much damage.
He's thrown high into the air and scatters into the ravine underneath him. From a
I mean, even if it was half, it's more the effect that it had than the actual damage, wasn't it?
And your spirit guidance disappears.
Fuck.
That's annoying.
So, after that, it is Addie's go.
Yeah.
That's what did the Bane do on the two of them?
They have to take a D4 away from their attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
So whatever they roll, they have to roll a D4 and then take that away.
11.
Okay, that's a plus.
Hang on, Stu, there wasn't a roll to get away from that at all, was there? That was just a thing that happened.
That was you didn't move from the spot.
Right.
You take 30d6 fire damage.
Why does that keep happening?
Is that underneath all of us?
No, it was only underneath the people near the orb. Because the orb was left on the ground, it was anyone within 30 feet of the orb.
So
If
how
it-
much
if-
was that, you said?
Anyone's the monk?
99. No, anyone on your team. So it was 99 points of damage. It was 30d6. Okay, that brings us to. It's not Wulfric's go. There go. Okay, so they're going to make the dwarf the Eldritch Knight is going to make two strikes against you, Arxan, with their axe. So that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That matches my AC.
Is that minus the D4?
No, thank you.
Nice one, Matt.
So that's a 16 to hit, which doesn't. And a 2. Well,
No.
actually, technically it's a natural 1, but
Is that minus the D4 though? I'm joking.
yeah.
I kind of want to see where that would go.
I rolled a 4. Sorry, I rolled a natural 1. It was plus the 4. Sorry, plus the 6 minus the 4. So,
Yeah.
oh, 3. Sorry, not 2. My bad. So they both miss.
Just say yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now his sister is going to attack you. I'll attack you, Tae'la. And that is a 17 to hit you.
No.
Oh wow, and a 9.
Nope.
So you parry both of them with your shield. That will end that go. Bring us up to the monk. The monk now It's just blood everywhere. He's really not looking good. And he's just going to take 3 strikes at you, Arxan, with his fists. That's a 9 to hit, an 8 to hit, and a 16 to hit.
No to all of those.
Yeah.
So none of them hit as he just punches futilely against half plate armor. He just can't muster the strength to do anything. And then that will bring us to Tae'la.
Julian.
Yes, the barbarian suggestion.
Yeah.
I mean, Julian's supposed to go before the monk, so
All right.
Julian, again, advantage against the Eldritch Knight. I want to
Okay.
shoot something.
Tae'la.
Right. I'm gonna become the avatar and use a water spell now. I've used all the elements in this fight. So I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell and cast Tidal Wave right in front of me on
Okay.
this woman.
Yeah.
So she has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
And she's in difficult terrain. Does that
terrain, I
make
don't know
a
if that-
difference?
No, it doesn't. It just halves your movement speed. So that's 14.
That is a failure. So she
Okay.
takes
A lot, I believe.
48 bludgeoning damage from the
Yeah.
lots of water that's about to come down upon her tiny head. Okay, we have a 7, a 5, 12, 2, 14, and a 3, 17.
17
and she's
points
pushed
of
back
damage.
10 feet.
Okay, so she's pushed away from you 10 feet.
And knocked
that.
prone.
Oh, and not prone. Okay, so she's prone. So as you finish casting the spell and the runes materialize in the air.
Oh no, sorry, she's not knocked back, she's just knocked prone.
Oh, just not prone. Okay. So as you finish casting the spell and the runes materialize in the air, above her head she looks up as this huge torrential downpour of water just slams into her, knocking her to the ground. And you hear as she goes as all the air is knocked out of her lungs and for a moment replaced with water, and she's now laid there on the floor just spitting up water. And that will end their turn and bring us to Arxan.
I'm gonna hit the monk.
Yeah.
That is 16.
That just hits.
I imagine you could just
no
sneeze on the monk.
conceivable way that you can knock down this monk. But just how
Okay.
much damage do you do, just in case you manage to massive damage them?
Probably not. 9.
No, but the monk is down.
Okay. Then between that and my second attack, can I do a bonus action?
Yeah, you can actually.
Okay.
Yes. Little known rule.
Vow of enmity on the Eldritch
Eldritch
Knight.
Knight. Yeah.
Well, that gives me advantage on this attack
Mm-hmm.
for a minute, in fact. So that's 7. That's 10. So 10. 18.
18 to hit.
Yes.
That does hit.
Let's stick a second level
My bad.
smite on
Doesn't
that.
hit. And let me just hold on 1 second. Sorry, that doesn't hit. I
Ah.
had his AC down as 18. It's not 18, it's 20. My bad, sorry.
Well,
Right. That will end your go, and it is now Niss's go.
I'm gonna shoot the thing again. The Eldritch Knight with advantage because Julian.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use another +3 arrow because now or never.
That's fine.
Ooh, yes. We're getting somewhere. It's 26.
That does definitely hit.
Better.
Doesn't have a spell slot to shield this one either.
Good. And that's because advantage. That is all the dice. Sneak attack.
Kill him. Murder him.
That is 5, 10, 13, 14, 19, 22, 25 damage.
Exact damage to knock them down. So as they're turned focusing on Arxan, you fire the arrow and it just sticks into the back of his neck, and as he goes, what? Oh, to the ground.
From the cage. Kick him in the lava.
All right, so that will bring us to Randall.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, how far is that one away from me? It's like 60 feet. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. I've still got a couple of charges. I've got 3 charges left in my wand of magic missiles.
Yeah.
So
if you
I
use
will.
the last charge. It has a
Yeah.
chance
So
to
I'm just going to
break.
use 2 charges.
Okay.
So that'd be like casting it at 2nd level.
Yep.
So it will be 3d4. 4d4. Okay, and that's going to be against the dwarven lady that's currently been harassing Tae'la. That's
More the other way round.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 4 is 13.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Yep.
And as your bolts fly through the air, they smash into the breastplate of this other dwarf, and you see it buckles in. And as they do, her on the ground, her arms drop back, and the tendrils disappear from her weapon. And as that happens, the battlefield warps for a second before it is a flat plain once again, and you hear, "Fire team, winner!" And that
Sorry about stealing your kill.
is where we'll end tonight's session.
Ah!
So thanks very much for holding on for a little longer session because we started a little earlier. That was my fault. Apologies for starting it later. Sorry I wasn't with it as much tonight. My bad. But just as a thing with some announcements, remember to, if you want to catch up on the rest of Talevyrr, there should be a link posted in chat momentarily where you can watch it on YouTube. It goes up on the Wednesdays. Obviously, we're here every night, Monday, 8 p.m. BST. Hope you enjoy. However, we will not be here next week as I am on holiday. So next week there will not be Talevyrr. There might be something on, I don't know. It's not my channel, but thanks very much for watching. Make sure to follow us all on Twitter. All names down below. I hope you enjoyed watching. If anyone else has anything else to say.
Okay.
I'm currently in a cage, so no.
Ooh.
Make sure to watch the rest of Susie's streams.
Nah, they're not that good. No. You might notice there's like a little button beneath the video to buy a E3 digital ticket. It's like a humble bundle thing. You get like a shitload of games, you get Twitch crates, you get little extra stuff, and like an E3 dealie. So if you want to do that, help support me, goes to charity as well, and you get loads of cool baller stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything else?
All right. Anyone else have anything to say?
All right.
Well, we'll see
Alright.
you in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.